Never had the makings of a varsity athlete. Never had the makings of a varsity athlete.
You're listening to the Pillaging Podcast, bringing the tailgate to your boombox. Y'all know what time it is. Leave your feelings at the dock, because this is the realest podcast in Raider Nation. Tune in every week wherever podcasts are found. Call in and leave a message to be played on air at 408-909-PJFF. This episode's brought to you by One Nation Fanwear. Check them out at onenationfanwear.com. It's time to pillage another podcast, and Bobby's been canceled. Juice, Che, what's cracking?
Oh, chelas. It's Victory Chela today.
That's right.
Juice?
That's right.
Come on, join me, brother.
There we go.
Yeah. All right, man. I hope you guys got some fresh ones at home and are joining us, because it's been too long since we had a Victory Chela.
So just while you guys are pouring out, unfortunately, some sad news is leaked this week from the Pillaging Podcast camp. Bobby Wasabi's emails have been exposed, and comments he's made about Chad Sports have led to his resignation from the show. Filling in his spot is Juice, who doesn't even know how to use email. So we figured,
Yeah, I mean,
We were safe there.
yeah, we're safe.
Absolutely safe.
all set.
So let's talk about beer.
Let's talk about beer, man. This one is coming in from Modern Times Brewing. This is the Wizard Nebula. Okay, it's a hazy India Pale Ale, and it's coming in at 7.5 on the ABV. So let's see what it tastes like, man. Cheers, brother.
Cheers.
And I'm drinking the Tears of Broncos fans. Delicious.
That has a much higher ABV than this beer.
That's right.
Hey, yeah. This is nice, man. This has a little bit of a little more hops than the previous beers that we've had on the show last couple of weeks. Little bitters on there, right? But it's a pale ale, so it's supposed to. You can see the color, nice and hazy, as advertised. I like it, man. It's tasty. I don't know, Juice. Tell me, I have these all the time. I have so many different IPAs all the time. I don't know. I need an outside voice.
It's good
or
stuff.
opinion.
I don't drink a whole lot of the IPAs. This one's good. I like this. A good one.
Modern times, bro.
Yeah.
Modern times. Yeah. No, it's got the right flavor, man. Like, nice. To me, it's refreshing. But I don't know. We were drinking those beers last week, and kind of think, I keep him in stride.
Yeah.
My boy Bobby. My boy Bobby was feeling him after the show.
I heard about Bobby.
Get well soon, brother.
Next man up.
Next man up.
Next man up.
Hey, he's still recovering. Don't fear, guys. Bobby will be back.
Bobby's coming back.
Yeah.
Never cancel Bobby Wasabi.
In the meantime, you can follow him on Twitter at BobbyWasabi4080. You can follow the show at Pillaging Pod. You can follow me at Kenny Stapler. And you can definitely follow Che at Che_PJ4F and the illustrious Kane MT, the number 6. And you can follow Juice right now. He's at your mom's house.
That's right.
You should probably check on her. It's a win. Some of you guys will be listening on Victory Monday. For the rest of y'all listening live right now, it's Victory Sunday night.
That's right.
If you guys are feeling generous, you can tap that YouTube chat button, send us some cash. We will read your comment live on air. Or you can donate anytime you want. PayPal.me/PJ4F. Thank you, everyone, for all your generous contributions to the show.
Absolutely.
If you want to support and don't want to send us money directly, I don't blame you. You can support us through one of our sponsors, onenationfanwear.com. Brand new designs dropping almost weekly at this point. You got a brand new tie-dye hoodie design that's pretty fly. You got a pillaging one coming. The new pillaging hats are icy as F. They got he's got the all white with the silver AFL throwback style.
It's nice.
I'm gonna have to cop that.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to cop some too. I'm afraid of white hats though, man.
Me
'Cause
too,
white
dog.
hats, they don't last very long in my hands, bro. They get a little dirty, bro.
They start turning yellow real quick.
Real quick. I sweat.
Yeah.
I sweat a lot, dog.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna have to get that gray or that black.
You just gotta wear it like in church or something. I don't know. I don't know, bro.
Fucking church suit.
But you can see Juice's hat right now is wearing the pillaging hat.
Shoo!
Everything is cherry on that. The engraving.
Hell yeah.
Oh yeah.
Mine are beat because I didn't take my pillaging hat off for like 4 months. So I need to re-up.
Me too, bro. Me too. Mine has a heavy sweat stain right about here. Right about here, bro.
And for you metal fans, there's a brand new pillaging design dropping on One Nation Fanwear very soon, possibly this week. So look out for that. You can check the link right behind you, onenationfanwear.com. Also, DC4LCustomTees.com. Anything you want custom printed on a t-shirt, you can go to them. You can get the officially branded pillaging stuff on there. I don't know if you see it on cam right now, but boom.
We got you right there.
Yeah. Got the zip up hoodie. We got the band graphic on the back. So this is a hot, controversial piece of gear that you can get from DC4LCustomTees.com right now just by searching Pillaging Podcast. And again, if you send in some images or you need an image designed, they will work with you over there getting that on a t-shirt. Don't hit up Johnny for that, okay?
Yeah.
Let him do his genius.
Yeah.
DC4L got you, though, on the custom stuff.
That's right.
Speaking of custom things, the boys are drinking out of engraved,
Hey.
Bathke engraving, custom engraved pint glasses tonight. Got the Pillaging Podcast logo on there. They will engrave anything that you want, as long as it's on glass. And of course, last but certainly not least, is salsmexicanrestaurants.com.
That's right.
Main location located in Selma, but they will ship the finest Mexican food anywhere in the lower 48 states.
Hey.
Freshly packed with ice straight to your doorstep. Get that salsa. Get those pre-made meals. You heat them up, and you go. In fact, here's the G move. You heat them up, transfer them to a casserole dish. Tell your family you baked it yourself, and you look good.
Yeah.
Hey,
You look real good.
that's right.
In fact, do the same
That's right.
thing.
Hey, you know what though? There's a lot of we've talked about other areas of the country that do not have access to good Mexican food, and there's a lot of people out there that are like, yeah, I don't eat Mexican food because we don't got good spots out here. You don't have any excuses now.
Yeah.
Okay, call up salesman.
And that's no knock on these places. Like,
No, yeah, it is.
okay, it is. But I'm not trying to order sushi in North Dakota. I'm just
That's
saying.
right. It's true. It's true. Makes sense, man.
But to get that, you can dial 559-896-0412 or 559-896-SALS. All the information is located right in the description of our show, so please check
right.
it out. Why am I getting text messages right when we start?
Hey,
You
man.
guys know better than that.
Come on.
Tonight's show, we're going to go over some quick hits. Just a couple really small news items that came out in Raider Nation this week. Nothing real important.
Yeah.
Obviously, we're going to be breaking down
Light stuff.
this monster win against the Denver Broncos.
Hell yeah.
And of course, we're going to have Kane's Corner. So actually, we're going to merge Kane's Corner and quick hits tonight because, we got to fill time. There's just not a lot of news there. So Kane, be ready. I'm going to be calling you in just a second. But We got a lot of phone calls too, damn, and a lot of them are from Monday and Tuesday. I don't remember what set that off.
That was injury report,
man.
maybe. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. I really don't know. Let me get this number piped in here.
Let's do it.
And
Let's see.
okay, but before that, real quick, we'll get into this first quick hit.
Yeah.
Breaking news. Queen Latifah is the equalizer. You guys can check that on CBS every week.
Why they always got her laying the perfect fucking tackle down though in that commercial? Though,
They
bro?
do. They do.
I think you were in the group chat and you were like, we need to get Queen Latifah out there last week.
She's put her in our secondary right now.
Yeah, man.
Hey, she'll start.
Hey.
She'll start against the Eagles, bro.
Hell yeah.
All right, let's get Kane on the phone here.
Let's do it.
Let's see. Oh, I gotta get this going too. Okay, cool.
Hello.
Hey, what's good?
I'm laughing at your breaking news, nigga. God damn.
Hey,
What's up, man?
What's up,
Shit.
man?
good, man.
And I'm smoking, so
Good.
you got me coughing on the weed, and you just said Queen Latifah was breaking news. Oh my God.
Shout out to Queen Latifah, man. Back when ladies rapped
Hey,
about.
but that show was good though. The show was good though.
Okay.
I haven't seen it yet, man.
I gotta check that
The
out.
show is good. I watched. Yeah, I've been watching it. Show is good.
Bobby says
She's a bad mofo.
Queen Latifah is madrina.
Hey. Hey, she's come a long way since Set It Off, right?
It's true. This
Hey.
is true.
She was pretty bad in Chicago. I felt like that was kind of like, okay.
Hey,
No,
she's,
Set It Off was her gym.
Yeah.
That was her gym, though. That lets you know she wasn't to be fucked with.
she's come a long way since House Party 3. Bro.
3, dude. Everyone's come a long way since House Party 3, bro.
I know, right?
Yeah.
Shit. I don't even. You know what? I didn't even see that raggedy. I didn't even see that movie. To be honest with you.
I saw part 2, the one
Hey.
with the young black teenagers in it.
There you go.
Yeah, I got an interesting story.
No, that was part 3.
Oh, that was part 3 when they went to college.
that was
that was-
part 3.
Oh,
Yeah,
I did see
yeah.
that then. I did see that. All right. All right. Damn, I thought I wiped that from my memory. Anyways, quick hits.
Hey.
John
Hey,
Gruden.
Juice, what's up, bro?
What's happening? The ambassador, Kane in the house.
Hey.
Yeah, people don't know Juice is a long time. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
That's right.
That's the man right there. He been around a long time. He just been behind the scenes, but he been around long time.
Yeah, no, Juice has been down with the click for what, like over 12 years now?
Easily.
Yes, sir.
Easily, yeah.
Yes, sir.
And we went to middle school together
That's right.
and high school
And high
together?
school. Yeah.
Shit, man.
Oh shit!
Yeah.
Yeah,
Way back, way
he's
back.
got the pictures to prove it.
Yeah,
Way
man.
back.
He's
Way
got
back.
I do.
He keeps him blackmail style. Like, he keeps him in the chamber.
No, I had visited my mom's house, and she's all, oh, here's some old yearbooks, and I'm going through them, and I seen you in there. I was, oh, shit, look at that. So I sent them over to you. I was like, that's crazy. I remember seeing you around campus. We never really ran in the same circles, but, you know, because,
Never had the makings of a varsity athlete.
you know, I never had the makings of a varsity athlete. Bobby's right about that. But anyway, one more time, quick hits.
Let's do it.
John Gruden has officially resigned as the head coach of the Las Vegas Raiders. Y'all got what you wanted, but
Hey.
maybe not the way you wanted it. And you guys are looking good right now, coming off a big victory against the Denver Broncos. But we had to have the whole crew here to talk about this.
That's right.
Bobby, he's too scared. He's afraid to say what he really wants to say. So he's not here today. Nah, that's not it. In fact, Bobby and I had a really good conversation about it. Kane, you and I had a really good conversation about it. That was kind of to be continued because there's a lot to talk about there. But it's time for all of us as a crew to talk about this and everything that what happened. We're not going to rehash the details of all of it. You guys all know that by now. We're just kind of here to give our thoughts and our reflections and our reactions to it all. And Yeah, I think we're going to have a lot of different answers on this. Probably the same resolution. It is what it is, right? John's out.
Right.
That is what it is. Can't really argue too much about that. Although I do have something to say about it. I'm not mad, though. I'm not mad about the resignation at all. Obviously. That had to happen.
Right.
But let's talk a little bit about this. Like, let's get some reactions to the firing or to the resignation, whatever you want to call it. Who wants to kick this off?
I mean, let's
don't everybody jump up at the same time.
No. Let's
Also, we got shy.
let's let Kane let Kane do the honors, bro. Let him jump off on this one real quick.
All right, so first of all, I want to say we look like a whole different fucking team on offense today.
Yeah,
I don't know if everybody was watching the film or watching the game or whatever the case may be, but we look faster. We look like we was more aggressive. We look like we wanted to score points, and we didn't look like 1990 football today. So let me say that to start with. Now, mind you, whatever he said, fuck it, it's over. That's done. Let's put it behind us. I don't even want to talk about it really no more. Going forward, the team looks great. You know what I'm saying? Like, we was out there. We scored on the first fucking possession. You know what I'm saying? And then we scored 10 points in the first quarter, guys. Like, we haven't done that since, 2019? You know what I'm saying? Or 20, early in the 20s. So I'm just happy where we at right now. You know what I'm saying? And I really don't want to talk about the John Gruden shit. I mean, it is what it is, and it's really a lot to digest. You know what I'm saying? Like, you cannot. You can say what he said was wrong. We all know that. That's wrong. You can't fucking talk about all these people like that. But he did. It is what it is. They handled their business the way they should have. Now, for me to have an opinion on that, man, motherfuckers say everything they say. People say shit behind people's back every single day. So I really don't want to talk about that. Going forward, the Raiders, we still got an opportunity to make the playoffs. We're 4-2. You know what I'm saying? The run game, well, for instance, let's talk about the run game real quick. How did Drake look today, y'all? How did Cameron Drake look today?
Guys, we're not going to get into the game breakdown right now. We're in the middle of quick hits.
Yeah.
We're going to stay on topic. If you choose not to speak on this, Kane, I fully respect that.
Hell yeah.
But we do need to address this. We'll get to the run game and all that, afterwards. But this is all we got right now, really, on the quick hits. And I think our listeners kind of want to hear what our reactions are to it.
Yeah.
I've been talking about it all week. Not because I want to, because I've been asked to.
Right.
So
No, you know what? To extend on that, people immediately were like, "You guys got to do a show." Like on Monday when the news dropped, my boy's like, "You guys got to do an emergency show," and I was like, "It's not how it works." Sunday's our day, bro. So you're gonna have to wait for our takes on this. But look, man, like. Last week, we talked a little bit about it, right? We went into it a little bit. And, much like Kane said, like, there's a lot of shit that would be uncovered if you went in and you looked at everybody's fucking emails and you went in and you looked at their private conversations and whatnot, right? Everybody has said something that they shouldn't have said that they recognize. Like, shit, I shouldn't have said that.
Right.
Okay? Shit, I'm as guilty as everybody else, bro. Like, we've all said something that we could say, like, fuck. That wasn't cool of me to say, right? But there's also a part that goes into that where you say, like how much of it is actually meant in the manner that they're trying to project,
like a
portray it. Yeah, in a hateful way, right? Because a lot of us say stupid shit when we're fucking mad, when we're just fucking, bullshitting or whatever, busting people's balls, right?
Or just talking shit to your homie.
Exactly, man. Exactly. And I would be the first to say that. Like, I've said plenty of shit that if you just fucking took excerpts of our fucking conversations or whatever, you could fucking turn me into this fucking evil, horrible person. But I'm not that way, okay? Whether people would believe that or not, right? I'm not that way. I'm supportive of everybody, man. Doesn't matter what your race is. Doesn't matter what your beliefs are. Doesn't matter what your preferences sexually, whatever, right? That's everything is, that shit's all right with me, man. Like, you do you, right? You do you. And I think that for the most part, the majority of people are like that, man. We have a small number of people that are fucking hateful. There really is a small pocket of people. They're not that big of a number. They're the loudest motherfuckers. You can see them everywhere, right? But they're the minority. If you want to use those terms, right? Those are the minority that exist within our society. They really are. But they're the loudest, so they feel like the biggest, right?
They get the most attention.
Yeah, of course. So
agreed, bro. Agreed.
In that sense, man, all I want to say is, it's unfortunate, right, that anything like that could have been found in Gruden's fucking emails, but everybody else can see it too, man. This is not about Gruden, bro. This is about a cover up. This is about the NFL doing what they got to do to fucking distract and distract motherfuckers and put the attention on somebody that isn't really fucking relevant in the conversation, because the investigation wasn't about fucking Gruden. But ain't nobody talking about nothing else.
No, you can't tell me that out of those hundreds of thousands of emails,
650,000
there ain't nobody
emails.
else involved in that shit. Come on now. That's some crazy
this
shit.
could be a lot of things.
Everybody came out clean. Everybody else came out clean.
Before I speak on this, I want to say I don't condone hateful speech.
Not at all,
of
man.
anybody. All right, so
Not at all.
what you hear from me?
We are here at Pillaging. Look,
Hold on.
we white, black, Mexican. You know what I'm saying? We don't.
I'm not going to be allowed to
that's
speak on this, am I? I can feel it already. I'm not going to be allowed.
I mean,
to
I'm
speak
sorry,
on this.
bro. Sorry, I was just saying that's obvious though.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
so before you jump out at me, anybody that's out there listening, like I'm not condoning any of that. I'm not making excuses. I'm not justifying anything. And I will get to this. I have a very high disdain for cancel culture, and I'm about to tell you why. I do feel, on the NFL side of things, I do feel in a way that this was a bit of a hit job, only because we've only seen one person fall from it, and that person happens to be attached to the Raiders.
Right.
This person also moved around with absolute immunity for 15 years and was privy to a lot of backdoor information on every single franchise in this league, which I think is a dangerous place to be if you're Roger Goodell or any of these other owners.
Absolutely.
Right. So we don't know what's going on back there behind the scenes. Right. And it almost comes down to, with the way that the Washington football team has been implicated over the past 3 to 5 years, that it was getting to a point that either a football team had to go,
Right.
or
Right.
a face had to go.
Right.
Preach.
And if you're going to make an impact, you're going after the biggest face there is that walks the sidelines in the NFL.
Preach.
John Gruden brings, I don't know how many additional sets of eyeballs to the TV screen every week. The guy is larger than life. All right, so I've said that. What I have to say about let me speak shortly on John Gruden. Jay's already kind of covered it, and so has Kane. If you thought that John Gruden was anything but an old school, rough around the edges, shit talking ball buster, then you've been watching the wrong guy.
Right.
Or you have the sound off on your TV. So while all of this is very disappointing, none of this really shocked me. That's not to say that I like that, but if I were to say that I don't talk like that, I would be lying. You would be lying.
Preach.
Everybody in this room and on this phone would be lying. We bust balls on the air, off the air. How much questionable shit has Kenny Stapler said on this podcast already? If you guys noticed, I don't tweet no more. If you want to know why, go back and read the headlines from Monday. This is why I don't tweet, because I like to joke around and I like to cross the line. But a lot of you out there like to pretend that you don't.
Right.
Right.
And you do.
But they do.
And they do.
They
And
do.
This is where I have to say,
Attack.
this is what
Nigga like vultures.
vultures.
Shit.
And so this is what I have to say about cancel culture. It itself is a textbook diagram of how to cross the line on a repeated basis. Before you say anything about the movement, I have been a part of this movement for over 20 years. While you've just been retweeting for the last 5 years, pretending like you're down, right? The movement's
That's real talk.
The movement's not about going to the march just so you can get that fire selfie with a trendy hashtag beneath it,
A lot of motherfuckers do that.
right? it's about showing up to a place and standing for something that you believe in, even when the cameras are turned off. And I've been doing that for a long time. And all of us here, part of this show, have been doing that for a long time.
That's right.
Right? So cancel culture, I question the motivation behind it. It is not about correcting the wrongs in the world. It is not about accountability. It is all about chasing viral fame while you expose somebody else for something they did. And this goes way past John Gruden and started some time ago. If it was really
it's cancel culture on Twitter, yeah.
If it was,
shit is every fucking where.
If it was about the former and not the latter, you would be doing exactly what Darren Waller told us we should have done.
Right.
Is allowing people the grace and the time and educate and rehabilitate people. Now, John Gruden resigned. He did the right thing. I'm not arguing that. But there could have been a world where he got suspended for the rest of the football season and fined and got put like in sensitivity trainings or something like that. Does that fix the problem? Also, probably not. But when we're talking about this, let's remember that there's published photos of Jerry Jones getting blowjobs from coke whores in an elevator, and he's still the lead of the owner circle. Right? You have the owner of the Houston Texans saying that the inmates were running the jail. He apologized. He stays exactly where he's at.
Right.
You got Urban Meyer, who's now, congratulations, 1-5, who was just found last week grinding on a 24-year-old in his own bar while his wife and family slept down the street, and he still has a job. There is a lot of people in this league that have crossed the line.
But you know what none of them did, though, bruh? And I agree with you with this, but I'm gonna have to. I gotta say that I really don't want to talk because being from a black person, but I'm gonna say this. Nobody said nothing about another faction or group of people while they did their business. They got caught doing their business. They didn't get caught saying something about a faction of people in the population. Now, I'm not with cancel culture because I'm old school. Motherfuckers gonna talk shit and say what they want to. And then you just gotta be strong enough, thick skin enough to know that motherfuckers gonna say what they gonna say.
Man.
But at the same time, all these people, they didn't say that, so there was no reason to quote unquote cancel them because of what they did. Because everybody grinds on a bitch, everybody get their dick sucked, everybody do whatever the fuck they do, fuck with a hoe up in a hotel or buy some pussy. Everybody do all that. But everybody also says the things that he said, they just don't get caught on the mic saying it.
Yeah.
You get caught saying it, then you have to be quote unquote canceled because not because of what you said, but because of how you affected people that you said it about. So like the team, as far as the team is concerned, we don't know. So everybody keep talking about, oh, the locker room this, the locker room that. They ain't really came out and said shit. They came out and showed you today how they felt about what he said. They wouldn't won the game. If they was trying to like say, we agree with everything that's going on, then we would have just crumbled because they would have just been like, fuck the Raiders, fuck this whole organization, this uniform and everything. We ain't fucking with this shit. So, yes, your point is right. But at the same time, he had to, not that he was a sacrificial lamb, but he had to be, because his shit got put out there. Somebody put your shit out there, motherfucker. Now you got to go. So because how it is.
Let me finish really quick. I'm gonna give you all the time in the world. Let me finish my comments really quick. Last thing I kind of want to say about this, and this is gonna get some people's backs up. But if you are looking for inclusivity, maybe don't start with professional football coaches. These guys are not really the type. You're not going to find it there. I'm not saying that's okay, but if everyone's acting shocked and surprised that these guys are brash and saying a bunch of crazy shit, you've never played sports in your life, right? There are high school football coaches doing way worse than this on a regular basis. And again, I'm not saying it's right, but only hold one person accountable for it and nobody else, to me, is problematic. I like what Derek Carr said, in not everything, but what he said about, hey, let's open up all the emails.
Right.
Go ahead and do that. You won't have a football league anymore. I will bet all the money that I have on that. I will bet everything I got in the world on that. And again, I'm not saying that's right, But I don't understand why one person has to fall on the sword just so the rest of the people involved could continue doing exactly what he was doing for the rest of their lives.
Right.
Which will probably happen. Right.
Right.
There will be no more repercussions out of this. Some people, there might be some shrapnel, there might be some collateral damage out of this, but they got their man. The face got taken down. He fell on the sword, and they're going to move on now and act like everything's okay when it's not. I want to see Goodell's emails, right? I want to see his emails because there's a lot of bullshit that he's mishandled. And when we talk about the movement and we talk about how we bounce back from these situations, all that's bullshit too. Oh, great. You got a statue taken down. Oh, great. They renamed a street. Oh, cool. We're painting positive messages in the end zones. Those are all symbolic signs of progress. They do nothing to advance the movement. It's all a fucking illusion to keep you distracted and occupied while they keep taking advantage of you on the other side. You want progression? Then solve the systematic problems that are in there. It's systematic racism because if you take the racist people out of the system, the systemic racism will still be there. That's why it's systemic racism. You guys don't understand what that is. You have to dig deeper. You have to look a little bit further into that because the truth is, as human beings, we are all flawed. We are all sinners, right? People can reform and people can and should try to act better. I'm not arguing against that.
Hey.
But if you were expecting everybody to like just walk the line from here on out, it's going to get really dangerous going forward because people are going to be canceled over smaller and smaller stuff. We're on the big stuff right now, right? And we should be. This is a tough place for me to be in because the answers are right in the middle, right? So I'm kind of on both sides of this whole argument, right? But if you look at cancel culture and who it's canceling, our celebrities and our athletes, it doesn't make any sense when the people that are actually perpetrating this bullshit are untouched.
Right.
Go to Capitol Hill. Nobody's being canceled over there.
This is true.
Not a single fucking person's being canceled
That
on
fucking
Capitol
turkey
Hill.
neck motherfucker's still sitting there, right?
Right.
You know what? They canceled Donald Trump.
Yeah, he finished his term though, and he still has not
They
been.
canceled his ass from Twitter and all the Facebooks and all that shit. He got canceled.
Okay, but those aren't real places, right?
It's true.
He still finished his term, and he will not see a single day of jail time.
This is true.
So my point still stands.
Yeah.
If you really want to cancel the people that are behind these problems, then cancel them. Stop trying to cancel people like Dave Chappelle who are trying to speak the truth to you.
Right.
And if you don't agree with somebody's opinions, then look the other fucking direction. Right.
Yeah. You don't have to agree with other people's opinions. That's
have
what this
to.
fucking world is about. Man.
Now, people being taken advantage of, people being actually physically hurt. I'm against all that shit. But the systemic racism is not going to end with John Gruden's resignation. I guarantee you that. We got a lot more work to do, people. Don't get distracted by these illusions, by these false tokens of progression, because nothing's progressing. And it's going to be a long time before it does, if it ever does. If you want to know my feelings on the future of where we are in America, it is a very grim portrait. And you and me and the people in this room, no matter how hard we push, are never going to upend it because shit rolls downhill, right? And what they're doing right now is they're sitting back watching us cancel each other, rubbing their hands, laughing, and making more money off of it every single fucking day.
Yeah.
So before you get caught up in the hysteria, stop and look at the person standing next to you and just shake their hand and get to know them as a real human being. They're going to say a lot of things that you don't like, but I guarantee you can find a conversation you guys can both have together and walk away feeling civil.
Right.
At the end of the day, you can't. So basically, I get what you're saying, and at the end of the day, you can't just, you know what I'm saying, be like, okay, I'm gonna cancel a motherfucker because of what they said. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, if somebody say some shit about, you know, a particular faction of people, then you know what I'm saying. You want to be supportive of your people, but at the same time, you gotta be also remembering that people won't always think like that. You know what I'm saying? People gonna have their thoughts. That doesn't mean that that just means that this is just how they think. It's not. It's I don't know, bro. Like for me, I mean, man, I don't know, man. I like John Gruden as a coach. you know, I had been on this podcast, and I said I'm waiting to see, whatever the case may be. So I never was, not saying I was on board or wasn't, but was I looking for him to get fired or resign in this manner? Nah. What he said about black people, gay people, women, whatever the case may be, I don't agree with that shit.
No,
You know
I
what
don't
I'm saying?
either.
So
I don't
for
either.
me,
Yeah.
it was hurtful to see that. Damn, you said that for real? Like, you behind the scenes talking some shit like that. Like, I know what you're saying, Kenny, bro. Like, I get it, but
there's
one of
there's
the things
people
where
there's people in power.
It's more.
There's people in
for
power.
me,
Hold on. There's people in power saying that shit out loud, and nobody's touching them.
Right.
But I know, but I'd rather them say it out loud because I could point you out.
You know, and
Rather than you fool me and say, like,
now,
I got a picture with John Gruden in 1998 when I was 28 years old, when at practice, and I adored and worshiped this dude.
Right.
now
You know what I'm saying?
you,
So
bro.
it was like, to hear him say that, I mean, damn, it was like, okay, is it a joke? If it's a joke, it's funny. But then talking to my other people, that's black people that I know, they like, nah, I would have whooped the motherfucker's ass if they'd have said that at school.
Sure.
Because it's like,
Sure.
you know, like, well, shit, when we was at school, motherfuckers used to play the dozens all the time, and nobody ever called you. Yeah, but it was by another black person.
What's next?
If a white dude would have said that to me, I would have been. We would have had some problems.
Let's cancel all the
So-
drill sergeants then too. Let's file lawsuits
So,
against
but
all the drill sergeants.
I'm not saying no, bro.
You know what I'm
Listen,
saying?
I
Like,
agree with what you're saying.
You know what
to
I mean?
have thick skin, I get that.
Mm-hmm.
But when you say some shit like that,
Oh yeah, it's
it's gonna have an
for sure.
impact
Absolutely.
on the whole on a lot of people.
Mm-hmm.
So it's hard to just like brush it under the rug, because you and me, we could brush it up under the rug.
Right.
But
No.
you got 53 other motherfuckers on a roster that may not feel
Oh,
that way. And so
dude,
I have to, as a black man,
think you're
I
missing my
have to
point.
look at it as like,
Yeah.
you said some shit like that for real, nigga?
No.
You said that?
His
You know what I'm saying? Like, wow.
his
And
resignation
you're a coach of men.
or his firing,
You're a coach.
inevitable. He did the right thing.
Yeah.
He did the right thing.
Yeah.
They did the right thing, right? What's suspicious about it is only one person is being targeted in the NFL for this behavior. That's what's suspicious. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Gruden was exposed. The emails came out. There's no other resolution to this than him going away, because everything you're saying is absolutely right. Those types of comments can't be tolerated. But if you think it's just John Gruden, you're being misled, right? You're
Right.
right. That's what I'm saying.
Absolutely not. But he's the one that got caught.
Yeah.
Right.
So we can't, I am, for one, not finna sit back and just be like, well, you know, y'all fucked up our football season because because this nigga's mouth was bad. That's on him.
Yeah.
I can't take that blame and be like, fuck it, I'm gonna put that on my back and be like, okay, you know what I'm saying? I'm still gonna be I support my team.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But what this dude, you should be out. You know what I'm saying? And if we go 3-15 or whatever the fucking case may be, 3-14, that's your fault. That rides on your mouth, your emails,
Right.
bro.
But-
like, we can't get beyond that.
Are we
but at the same time, yes,
Are we-
me and you
are we-
might be on the phone and be like, oh, that white motherfucker said this or that, or white people at McDonald's taste good. You know what I'm saying? Like, yes, I have said that on this podcast.
It's about the only thing
I
that
have
makes that taste
said
good.
and I'm not racist before. I'm
No.
not racist, nigga. All
Bro.
my kids is mixed with white.
Yeah.
But my point is you cannot say that, and then we can't sit here and justify you because we mad because the NFL fucked this dude over. Y'all knew about this shit in June. Why y'all didn't say some shit back then?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? That's what we should be talking about. We should be talking about, y'all knew this shit in June. Why the fuck did y'all wait till the third week when we 3-0? Because y'all don't want us to be 3-0.
And are we
Now we have, as fans, we can say, conspiracy. You fucking us. Because y'all motherfuckers knew about this shit way back before we could have fired this nigga in June and got a new head coach and been a whole new team in now in September, October.
All right, so
that's what we should be talking about, not what this nigga said and did, because what he said and did was out of fucking pocket. Yes. And I will never back that shit.
So
never for my people.
Let me ask you a question. Let me ask you a question. Are we certain the people that caught him are completely innocent in and of themselves, or did they put John Gruden on a cross to die for their sins as well? Because we also know Jesus.
We don't know, bro. That's the question. That's what we should be asking each other. Why did y'all wait till October when you knew it in June? Mm-hmm. That's what we should be talking about. Did John Gruden know about this shit last year? Nigga, when they start investigating, you knew the emails was going to come. You knew what you sent this nigga in the email. You knew this shit. Did you know about this shit then? Did you approach the owner and tell him, hey, some shit coming down the pipe? How much did y'all know? That's what we should be trying to talk about, not what he said or did and how we should justify it being wrong. The NFL is fucking wrong because y'all knew about this shit in June and then waited till we 3-0 and we a big motherfucking thing on the news now because we in Las Vegas. Now y'all want to start talking about what this nigga said.
They waited until everybody was watching football so the story can have a bigger impact on the media. There'd be more clicks and more advertising sold and the news.
But so you fucked over the Raiders that way.
Right.
It's
right.
That
was
the point
the
of it.
NFL fucked the Raiders because of what John Gruden said. So how can we protect him when you fucked us from your mouth? Your emails and shit. If you knew in June, John Gruden, you knew in June that this shit was coming down the pipe, nigga. Why you didn't tell the owners or just let's get a contingency plan going in case some shit happened?
Because they get more
out in public.
Because they get more clicks.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
they get more clicks in October. That's why it's for money, bro. It's behind everything. You know, the strategy behind that was the money. That's why the timing on that.
But it's there you go. It's all about timing too, bro. Because as things fucking get heated in the other investigations that have been fucking taking place, you need something to distract, bro. Like that happens in politics. That happens in every other fucking place. Anything that's of importance that is on fucking TV.
And Kane,
right? That gets showcased to people.
Kane called this when, like, what was it? 4 Raider executives quit. Kane, you were like, what's going on in that building? There's something going on there.
Right.
So Mark Bedane knew about this shit in June and probably said, we got to do something now. And look what happened. Or, I don't know. This is speculation. But I'm just saying, like, man, it's... So if we want to talk about our season being fucked up behind the coach, then we got to look at the organization, the whole NFL and everything, instead of just saying, like, what he said or what he did. What he said and what he did was fucked up. Everybody say some fucked up shit. I done said some fucked up shit about other races and other people. I'm not racist.
Right.
That don't make no difference. What fucking makes a difference is y'all knew about this shit in June, and then you didn't say something till October when we 3-0.
Yep.
That's it.
Yep. I don't think John's inherently racist either. I think he's just got a really fucked up sense of humor, man. I really do. But, you know.
He came up in the 80s, 90s when it was cool to say stuff like that still.
It was.
You know what I mean?
It was hella cool to say shit like that.
Yeah, everyone talks about, John Hughes. Like, go watch the movies. They say all types of foul things.
They do.
And that's what we grew up with.
They do. Yeah.
And when this happened, the day after, on TV they were talking, or whatever it was, or, he's a disgusting person. He's a horrible human being. He said all these things. I told my wife, I said, I guess I'm a horrible human being because I've said a lot of that stuff, and it doesn't make me a hateful person. It's just talking crazy, talking silly.
Yeah, busting balls.
Yeah, crazy.
But you know what though, man? So the other thing that was mentioned was Waller's comment on it,
right,
and his battle with it, right. The first thing he said was, "Look, if it wasn't for John Gruden, I wouldn't be here." Right. Because he's the fucking person that gave me an opportunity. He's honestly, I might not even be in the NFL right now if it wasn't for John Gruden.
Right.
So it's a big fucking battle for me to sit here and do I approve of what he said? Absolutely not.
No.
Right. But at the same time, where's the space for growth? Where's the space for understanding and allowing a man to change and do things like that. So
Right.
I mean, and I like what he had to say, but is he conflicted? Yes, absolutely. And people who come from,
remember I was conflicted.
Yes. Shout out Kendrick. But for people of color, okay, specifically, you're going to be conflicted when a person that's not of color has some shit to say along those lines, right?
Right.
Because that shit goes straight to the heart, bro. Right? And that's what Kane is talking about. That kind of shit goes straight to your heart. That's something that's inside that we've already had to deal with, right? Just existing, right? And so then when you start to see that shit play out, there's a part of you that says like, well, fuck that. That guy's got to go. Like we don't have time for that kind of shit, right? And I've been there plenty of times. Been there plenty of fucking times. But at the same time, there is growth, and I'm a much older fucking person now. I'm not a fucking hothead. I'm not a fucking young dude that's just ready to fucking blow up on people. Although I have my moments, right? And you give a little bit of space for like, okay, tell me where you're coming from with this bullshit. Because if you say it to my face and you say that shit like you mean it, then we got a problem. But if you say it because you're fucking being dumb and you weren't thinking when you said that shit, then okay, then maybe there's room for you to fucking understand, yo, bro, maybe you said that shit with your boys when you fucking, that's how you grew up or whatever. That shit ain't cool no more.
Right.
That shit ain't cool no more. And if you keep saying that kind of shit, then there's going to be a problem. And then you get to hear that person's, point of view. That, whatever, man. Like, I have friends of all walks of life. And growth and age allows you to get to a point where you could say, like, okay, man, like, we have a much better understanding. We're not fucking immature. And we don't say stupid shit anymore, right?
Right.
We don't say that kind of shit no more because when we were growing up and that shit was cool, like you said, Juice, right? People said dumbass shit. People said dumb shit left and right.
But we didn't think about it.
And
though.
didn't think about it, right? Didn't think about it. But now everything's fucking, right, exposed and out there and fucking just magnified, right?
Things get taken literal.
Yeah, taken literal when you don't mean it that way.
Right.
And so you got to start putting some thought into it. And so Gruden, the issue there is that you didn't get there fast enough, man.
Yeah.
Do I think that Gruden has some kind of fucking hateful heart towards people that he knew that were of color? I don't think so, man.
No, I don't.
Charles Woodson said that to you himself, right? Like,
Andre Rising even.
you know what I mean? Like, I think that Gruden has an honest fucking love for fucking his players, bro. All of them, not just the Derek Carrs of his team. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But we only know what we know. We only know what we can see. We only know what comes through the media, and we only know what gets fucking posted, right?
Yeah.
So, it's a complicated world we live in, bro. It's a complicated world, and you can see through the bullshit. You could try to fucking understand people, or you can just be strong and stay on your fucking stance on things, and let things fucking die.
We're gonna continue on this topic, but I need you to hit that button one more time.
Hey.
Quick hits.
Damn, this was pretty strong for the Pillaging podcast. We don't get deep like this.
Jack Del Rio has his thoughts on these events. His quote was, "I don't have much respect for it." Listen, Jack, you need to shut the fuck up, buddy.
Yeah, fucking Jack Del Rio, bro.
Much
That's
respect
a
for
hater
you.
comment.
Jack Del Rio's lucky he's on dial-up over there, bro. Because I've seen your Twitter account, bro. Yeah, they coming for your ass too, Jack. Quick hits.
Hey.
John Gruden is owed $40 million. Report is that the Raiders will work out a settlement. Just kind of a byline. This is probably going to go on for a little while. You'd like to believe that Mark and Jada will work something out then, because that's the big question.
Al
right?
Davis wouldn't pay his ass shit.
Al Davis wouldn't pay him a goddamn
Not a
dime,
cent.
bro.
See Mike Shanahan for an example.
Yeah. Yeah. In other news, same news, quick. Mark Davis believes the NFL is out to get him. So this just leaked today, or just reported today, that people in his inner circle are saying that Mark Davis is actually paranoid and worried that the NFL is out to get him removed I don't know about all that. Maybe I'm kind of like vacillating back and forth between this conspiracy theory / believable. But what do you think about it, Che? Is the NFL out to get Mark Davis?
Man, have they been hearing the Pillaging podcast comments about Mark Davis? I don't know. Did we start an investigation on his ass, bro? God damn. We're sorry, Mark. Man, we want to bring the fucking spotlight to you like that, dog. I don't know, dog. Listen, as Raider fans, I think we can all agree that we felt for fucking plenty of years that the fucking league is out to get us, bro. The Raiders in general, right? Raider fans and this team and this franchise. We haven't felt like the fucking league has supported us forever.
Yeah.
Okay? And that started with L, okay?
Pete Rozelle and Al.
Yeah.
Man, that goes back to
Right. Yeah, it goes back.
Al
way back.
wanted to be the commissioner, and Pete Rozelle got it. They've been funking ever since.
It goes way back, man. It goes way back before most of us, bro. So yeah, in a sense, Mark has some legitimate points there to say that kind of thing. But is it specifically in regards to him? I don't know. Do they want? Did they get the Raiders franchise in the city that they wanted, and now they're like, okay, now we can get rid of this motherfucker? Possibly.
Yeah.
It's possible, man. It's not impossible. Trust me. We've seen some crazy shit. As Raider fans watching this team, we've seen Al go through it. We've seen the sudden demise of our fucking team, and everybody wants to point at bad decisions and all this kind of shit, but there is such a thing as just having a fucking league against you and not allowing you to do much, man.
That's right.
And I will say this, man. If this stuff was known in June, and if Mark knew about it in June and did nothing, he has every reason to be concerned.
Oh, yeah.
That is just as shady as fuck, and I don't condone that either.
Yeah.
And I think Kane was trying to get at that earlier, and it got kind of like folded up, and like, you know, the league knowing about it, and what does the team know about it? If the team knew about it and that comes out later, they're gonna clean house over there. Yeah. They'll get rid of the Raiders before.
Well, I mean, you got to look at it now. Now think about it. Think about it. If the league knew about it in June, right? So if they told Mark in June, like, hey, we got some shit coming out about the coach, you know what I'm saying? We about to release it to you, whatever the case may be. Just say like we on the street, me and you, we on the street, we dealing with some dope, whatever. So I tell you, man, the people across the way, they know some shit, you know what I'm saying? And then you don't do nothing about the shit. And then now here they come, they hit us. I told you up front there was some shit coming down. They told Mark Davis some shit coming down, bruh, and he didn't do nothing about it. So we 3-0. So they like, oh, okay. You ain't gonna do nothing about it. Okay, so we finna leak a little bit because you gonna fire this motherfucker. We already told you some shit coming down. So now you don't want to do nothing about it, so we gonna gangster some shit. We put the shit out about the little black comment with DeMaurice Smith because he was on that day. Oh, here's a fine day to keep DeMaurice Smith in office. Let's put some shit out. Boom, we dropped the shit, right? Okay, now somebody from the league office like waiting on, you better fire this nigga now or it's going to get worse. You know what I'm saying? We're going to drop the whole bomb, and then we're going to drop some more shit after he get fired, too. So what? Y'all don't want to say nothing? Okay, so you want to let this nigga coach the game today? Okay, cool. Do that. Mark, do that. Boom. We dropped this shit. Now you got to fire this dude. But the thing is was it more just about them trying to get John Gruden out than them trying to like overtake the Raiders and Mark Davis? I don't think that's what's happening, because why would you let them move to Las Vegas, help them get a stadium, figure out how they could get a brand new fat ass motherfucking stadium, the best stadium in the whole entire NFL, you know what I'm saying? And he's now he came from a $600 million man to a $1 billion man, you know what I'm saying? Now you want to dump this dude, or you want to? That's not. Nah, I can't agree with that. I can't agree with Mark. He just being, you're being a little paranoid, bro. Like that. This was more about John. To me personally, this is what I think personally. Since John Gruden called Mark Goodell a fag, and his brother is gay, Mark Goodell's brother or whatever, Roger Goodell's brother is gay. You fucked with you. That was the straw that broke the camel's back right there. Now, all the other shit you did, the titties, bras with titties, and you said something about black people, and, you don't want, okay, that's your opinion. We're going to let you have your opinion on women not being in the NFL. You don't think niggas shouldn't be kneeling. Okay, we're going to let all that go. But then when now you fucking talking about me and my family, you got to be out. That's what I really honestly think. That's my opinion right there on that shit. That's what I think. I think because he fucking talks shit about Roger Goodell and his brother is gay, you was out. That's what I think.
Yeah, definitely that. And there is also the possibility that they let Mark know early and gave him the choice to deal with this before it got dealt with on its own. And we'll see how that all plays out. We don't want to speculate on that. But also, really quick before we lose it, shout out to AK850.
Hey.
You see that right? With the $1.99 donation, he says,
Shout out.
He says, Al didn't pay Kiffin either.
There you go.
And you know what?
And he didn't fucking deserve it, bro.
Those are facts. Those are facts.
Tell me if Kiffin deserved to get paid. Fuck that guy.
We'll end this segment with Andre Rison's quote. If you guys are ready for that, you guys are cool with that?
Yeah,
okay. Because we could talk about this all night. These are great conversations to have. He said, we all say some things behind closed doors that we regret or wouldn't say in public. We've all made mistakes. I believe what he said was intended for that person and that person alone. You've already given the game some of the best tutelage and leadership you could possibly give. So if you don't ever touch the game again, don't feel some type of way. Go on with your life and enjoy it with the rest of your family. And hopefully you learn from this, John.
Yeah,
Hopefully
absolutely,
you do.
man.
Hopefully a lot of other people do too.
Nice way to sum it up.
You know what I mean?
It'll force them to evolve. You know.
Yeah. Hopefully, man.
And hopefully he takes that and he uses it in a positive manner, man. You know, not just about fucking like, okay, well, I fucked up. Let me see what's next in life.
Right.
It's more about like, okay, I fucked up. So how do I fucking, help out with changing this kind of shit, But we'll see. Only time will tell.
Real quick before we get into the meat of everything, we got our injury update.
Hey.
Hankins and Philon started the day injured. Never saw the field. I don't have an update on that. Does anybody know where they are in their injury status?
I don't, man. Okay. I don't. Actually, I didn't even really pay attention to the fact that they weren't in there because the defensive line was fucking playing so well today.
Yep.
That I didn't really pay attention to the fact that they weren't in there until you fucking mentioned it when I got here. You're like, oh, they weren't playing. I was like, oh shit, they weren't. That's right. Solomon Thomas. I saw all those other guys, but I didn't see them.
Yeah, Raiders missing 6 players on the D line today. Hankins, Philon, and Philon.
Spits hot fire.
Spits hot fire, man.
Mariota actually also activated today off the IR. So
yeah,
you
saw that.
May see some of those packages after the bye week. I'm thinking.
Yeah.
After bye week would be a nice time to roll that stuff out if they continue to roll that out.
That's right.
Also today, Casey Hayward went out. We didn't really find out if he came back in.
I don't think we went back and focused in on that situation, but I could have sworn I saw him late in the game. So I'm gonna go ahead and say that I think he's gonna be okay. Mm-hmm. Maybe he's questionable for next week. But I feel like I saw him out there, so that tells me that he's gonna fucking find a way to get on the field again.
But if not, Hobbs and Faison step the fuck up.
Hey, that's right, man.
We'll talk about that in a minute. Right. And then Faison and Perryman both went down, but also returned to the game later on. Perryman was laying some hats out there today too.
That's why I think he was just trying to get the cobwebs out, bro, because he was laying some fucking hits out there, bro.
Yeah,
bro, he's everywhere. Okay, First of all, Perryman has been the fucking linebacker that we've been wishing for, bro, for our entire lives.
Yes.
Okay?
Yes.
This motherfucker is all over the field and tackling everybody. I'm surprised he hasn't tackled goddamn ref yet, okay? He leads the fucking league in tackles, and he just knows how to hit a motherfucker, and I love it, bro.
Tackle, he puts a thump.
I love it, bro.
A younger Vontez Burfict.
Hey,
is what it remind me of.
Without
that
the penalties.
lowered the boom.
Without the penalties.
In fact,
without the penalties, that's right.
Your solo tackle leaders today were Abram with 7 and Hobbs and Perryman both tied with 6.
There you go.
Combined tackles were Perryman, Littleton, and Hobbs, each with 11 combined tackles on the day.
There you go, man.
They were hitting motherfuckers out there. So yeah, that's your injury update. Let's move into these silver and black facts, man.
Hey.
Fact.
So we're just going to kind of use this as a jump off point to talk about the entire game. I'll rattle off some facts to get us started, but everybody jump in and give us your thoughts on the game. All right, Che, you need to take a break? Maybe we take a break, come back to this deeper conversation. Kane, you want to stay on the line? We'd love to have you here for this.
Yeah, I'm good. I'm here.
Cool.
I'm here.
All right, we're going to take a little break. You guys stay put. We will see y'all in 2 and 2.
Hey.
We out here.
Peace. Johnny's there. The One Nation.
Yeah. Kane, you with us?
Yes, sir.
All right.
Yeah.
And we're back.
Hey.
Please stand by. Shit, I might as well just do some editing right now. Don't mind if I do.
My boy Ricky Casa on here. He put, thank goodness that I didn't have social media growing up. Do you remember Ricky Casas?
Yeah.
Yeah. He's my boy. I called him up on my way over here.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
He's cool.
Yeah.
And we're back.
Hey. That's right.
It's all right. We avoided disaster. Shout out to Ricky Casa, man.
Do me a real quick favor,
Yeah,
brother.
my boy Ricky
'Cause I
Casas.
just noticed this right now with the black screen. Oh, you know what? That might be you. That might be you, Juice.
What's up?
So I'll need you to take that cam, bring it over to your right, just slightly. There you go. That's good. There we go. We got it.
Got it.
All right, cool. I got a little fuzz on mine too, but I don't know how to fix that. We're good though. We're back. Hey. Time to crack open another chela.
That's right.
right.
That's right, man. Hey, you know what? We crack chelas when we lose. Well, we never lose.
Never.
We're not losing over here. But when the Raiders lose, right, we crack chelas. When we win, we're definitely cracking chelas. And our brother Juice came through bearing gifts.
Always.
Always does. Coming through in the clutch. He brought through this Anderson Valley Brewing Company. It's the Boom Amber Ale. They also make the Moose Drool, right?
Oh, that's good stuff.
Yeah. They also make the Moose Drool.
They're legendary, bro. They've been around since like the whole jump off of this craft beer game.
Yep. So this is a 5.8, so it's a little bit lighter than
Chilling.
than we just drank a little while ago. Gain laughing over there.
Oh, that's a dark one.
But
Look
it's
at that.
it's that Amber Ale, bro.
Yeah,
Amber Ale.
It's the Amber Ale season, bro.
Salud, brother.
Salud.
Salud.
It's about to get into stout.
Kane, what you
season.
drinking on?
Hey, you know what? I'm drinking on a Modelo Chelada, nigga, because I'm trying to stand for this show.
Hey,
Modelo's been canceled, bro.
bro, we canceled Modelo 3 weeks ago, bro.
Bro, what happened?
Hey, I'm trying to stay up for the show. I'm drinking a Chelada.
Hey, bro.
Fuck it. You know what I mean? Shit.
I'm still on my boycott, bro. I've been ordering Bohemias everywhere I go. Okay, I just had fucking Chabela Michoacano over there in town, and they were like, "What cerveza do you want? What do you want in your Super Chabela?" And I was like, "Well, can't do Modelo, cause fuck those guys right now.
Yep.
Okay, until they do right.
Man,
Until they
do
do
you know
right.
I quit drinking vodka, and I've just be drinking beer. But god damn, I don't realize that it wasn't a fucking vodka. It was these goddamn IPAs, the 9%, the 7%. I'm like, fuck, man, that. And then when you drink like a regular Modelo, you be like, man, this shit is water. I feel like throwing this shit out the window a block away from me. You know what I'm saying? Like, get the fuck away from me. This shit don't even taste right. Like, can I get some IPA with an 8.5 or a 9.0%, 7.5? You know what I'm saying? After you start drinking them motherfuckers, drinking a Modelo is like drinking a Budweiser.
It's true.
It's like
true.
water.
This is true.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
For the record, Budweiser makes a better chilado.
They do, man. Unfortunately, that's just the case. But like I mentioned, they did it right. Modelo fucked up. Modelo should have been on that right away. They should have said,
That
hey,
collabo.
Clamato, let's work out a deal over here. But they didn't. Budweiser jumped in there, took over the Clamato, and now they're the one that has the chelada that actually fucking tastes right,
See,
man.
that's the difference between collaborating with Busta Rhymes and Busta Brown.
Hey, have y'all
with
tried
Charlie
them
Brown, bro.
SOS Chelada? Have you tried the SOS chilada? That shit, I don't like that one. That's
SOS?
Tomatoey to me. Yes, SOS.
Where do they sell that at? Never seen it.
I'm going to have to take a picture. I think it's SOS, but it's the other. Yeah, it's SOS.
SOS.
Or it's like it's got like the silver can with like blue stripe and like a little red in it. You know what I'm saying? It sort of looked like a cross between a Budweiser and a Modelo. But then when you look at it, it's like it's a SOS. And then when you taste it, it tastes like straight tomato juice. It don't even taste like beer. I like the Modelo because the Modelo tastes like beer with a little bit of tomato juice and lime and salt. You know what I'm saying? I don't want my shit hella tomatoey.
Nah.
You know what I'm saying? So
I'm just going to say this about this SOS, bro, because I've never seen it, but I'm going to say this. It's all in the title. It's all in the name, bro. You bought that shit, you're asking for help, bro. You're asking for help. Somebody needs to come and save you and give you a better chilada because you're fucking up right now.
You're going down. You're going down.
Hey, I'm telling you, I bought a 6-pack of that shit and I threw it in the garbage.
I think you might mean the soul.
I drunk like 2 beers out of it on a Saturday, and I was like, this shit tastes too fucking tomatoey. I'm throwing this shit away. I just threw it away.
I think you're thinking of soul. It's another.
Gold, yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
SOL. There you go.
Yeah.
That's it. That shit nasty than the motherfucker.
Oh, the soul
chilada.
Okay.
Shout out to Damage Incorporated with the $4.49 donation all the way from Scotland. Hey, bro, man. We love that. Hey, if you guys want to donate to the show, just hit that cash button. Or also sponsored by Orlandi Valuta, bro. Envíos de dinero. You can address that to P.O. Box 6969 Pillaging Podcast Way. Send those money orders.
Send them, bro. Hell yeah!
All right, man.
Hey, man.
Let's get back to these facts.
Let's jump into him.
So when you look at the stat sheet from today, it looks like damn near the Broncos won this game. You look at time of possession, plays run, rushing yards, yada yada. 2 things really stand out. First of all, 4 sacks. I think it was like 12 hits on the quarterback, something like that. Something crazy.
Wow.
It wasn't more than that because we had 8 at the half, bro. We had 8 at the half.
Oh, sorry. 5 sacks, 17 hits.
There you go.
8 passes deflected.
There you go.
And, of course, +4 in the turnover category.
Yeah.
Boom.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's it right there. We won this game nearly in 2016 fashion when we were playing with a short field and winning the turnover battle in nearly every game. Well,
that was it.
Yay. And I'm not discrediting the effort on both sides of the ball today because it was a very well-rounded game. But
Right.
when you get turnovers like that, it's interesting how they can tip the stat sheet and those numbers all suddenly become misleading. But I just wanted to point that out. 3 interceptions by Merrick, Faison, and Abram. A lot of standout plays in today's game. Carr, 18-27, 341 yards, 2 touchdowns, and finishes with a 134.4 rating. 10 receivers on the day.
Wow.
Those are facts.
Those are facts.
So let's just kind of go around the table here. Kane, let's start with you, man. What was the number one thing that jumped off the screen for you today in this game against the Denver Broncos?
I think we played a little faster on offense. I think we played with a little more urgency to score points. I think we kept our foot on the gas and we didn't just take our foot off the gas when we got a lead. I think we kept playing to win. And I like that. And that was something I didn't notice under the last regime. So, that's what really jumped out to me real quick. We scored in the first quarter. That was the first thing that jumped out to me. And then just, Darren Waller got going. We got Kenyon Drake going. Josh Jacobs looked really good in the field. The offensive line played well despite all of the criticism they've been getting. We just, we looked like we was ready to play. What worries me is we look good 4-2. I'll feel better if we win next week.
Yeah,
against Philadelphia.
Right. I will say, despite their record, the Eagles, they're a team that's been in some fights this year, man.
They're a tough team, man. They're not the team that their record represents at all. They're gonna fight you, and they got a solid defense, man, and they get after the quarterback too. They really do, and that their sacks are coming from everywhere. They're all up and down their line. It's not like one guy is dominating and getting all these sacks. They're fucking getting them from the D tackles. They're getting them from the outside, from the ends. So you just got to be ready. Be ready for kind of a similar, I guess, defense in regards to the defensive line as ours, right? Where everybody on this defensive line is eating, bro. Everybody.
Hell
okay?
Right.
Everybody on our defensive line is eating. So the same thing can be applied to the Eagles, man. And so we just need to see some more of what we saw from this offensive line today, bro. Keeping that pocket clean, right? Keeping the pressure off of Carr for the most part, and fucking run blocking. Okay,
Right.
We saw some nice run blocking. We saw some pancakes today. We saw some beautiful pulls from the guards. Like that shit was working. Did we have some mistakes? Yeah. That's part of the growth of this offensive line. We're gonna have mistakes. If you guys are expecting us to go in there and be perfect, that shit ain't gonna happen. Okay.
You know who was quiet today? Von Miller was hella quiet today, bro.
Von Miller, listen, I was about to say this when when the announcers jumped on there and they were like, we haven't heard much from Von Miller.
Yeah, the jinx, bro.
Yeah, bro. They were like, I was like, fuck you guys first, because that's always a jinx, right? But second of all, like, Von Miller hasn't done shit against the Raiders in years, bro. That's just facts. Go
That's
back,
true.
go
That is
ahead
true.
and look back. Like, the game plan for Von Miller, bro, we've been shutting him down for a while now.
Yep.
So
Colton Miller got his number.
well, if he's over there on Colton Miller's side, he's definitely getting taken care of. Because when Colton Miller
He tried both sides. He tried both sides.
Yeah.
He was trying both sides today. Yeah.
Is he the one that jumped offside? I think,
Yeah.
we got him to jump,
Von
too.
jumped offside. Yeah, they got him to jump too. Yep.
And Juice, because they're talking about it in the chat right now,
What's up?
wanted to turn it to you. You called it out right away. You were like, hey, bro, we ran a screenplay today.
Yeah, I couldn't believe it.
And it worked.
Yeah.
And it worked. That's the most important
Yes,
part.
there was a couple things. So, that was something. You talked about what jumped out. Like, I remember when I called in after the, I think it was a Charger game. We at halftime we had 0 points.
Yeah.
And I had said we learned something about the team today. They didn't just roll over and die. Right. So I was worried, when this first happened with the John Gruden situation, when this first happened, I think I texted Kenny right away and said, we're fucking cursed. Like this something always goes wrong, man. This is bad, because two things were going to happen. Either we're going to just pack it in, the season we're done, or we're going to come out swinging. And today we came out swinging. That was good to see. That's what I wanted to see. Obviously, we all wanted to see that, right? Everybody come out ready to fight. And we're going to fight this year. And, that's what I saw. Yeah. And then the little things, it's like, hey, man, the offensive line were able to block. So we got to see a screen pass. Like, what? What's that all about? In fact, my son, my younger boy, he was watching. He's like, I don't think I've ever seen them run a screenplay, Dad. He's 12 years old. He's like, I don't think I've ever. I'm like, no, son, I don't think we do that.
And you've never seen him stop one either.
Never seen him stop one. We're still working on that. But also play action pass was cool to see.
Great.
Kenyon Drake getting going today. That was good to see. The running game, but I think Kenny, you pointed out earlier, this, the offensive line. We finally got some blocking going. Things were able to open up. It looked good.
Yeah, Leatherwood was putting some folks on their ass earlier in the game. One little thing that I noticed, and I don't know if this is the coaching change or what, no unnecessary timeouts in the first half.
Hey,
there you go.
That's a big deal, bro.
that is a fucking humongous deal, bro.
Right.
And we can keep that going. I like that.
Yeah, I like that too. Because there's always a fucking play where Carr's like out there and he's like ready to hike the ball, and then he tries the oddball, and then he's like, timeout. And we wait.
John
we end up
Gruden
wasting.
is in that motherfucker's ear. That's why.
Talking way too
Gruden is
much.
in his goddamn
You
ear.
might be right about that, bro. You might. I mean, honestly, I think you might be onto something, because Gruden's definitely in motherfuckers' ears. And we knew this back when Gannon was here, which is why Gannon would always look to the side and tell that motherfucker, "Shut the fuck up, John."
He flipped him off. He flipped him off and told him, "Fuck you."
Yeah, he would always be
went
like,
down the
"Fuck
field and
your,
scored a touchdown.
fuck what you want to do,
You know what
John."
I'm saying? So, yeah.
And that's why we were when John came here, we said Derek's got to get a little bit of fucking Gannon in him, because that's the kind of relationship you have to have with John, right? You can't just completely topple over.
Yeah.
Right? You need to be able to fucking fight, and you need to be able to fucking cuss him out every once in a while.
Tell him we don't need you talking
He's
on the
like,
song,
What's the Chris
dancing in
Sims?
the
Chris
video.
Sims said that. Chris Sims was his quarterback, and he said that about Derek Carr. He said Derek Carr is going to have to get some thick skin and talk back to John Gruden through the head, through what from the field to the headset, because that's what he has to do that. And Chris Sims said that Derek Carr is not that quarterback, but today we saw different. Maybe because, like we said, I think John is in his ear until he snaps the ball. Like, look for the linebacker. Look at this. Look at that. Don't do this. Don't look at that. And he like, nigga, fuck you, man. Shut the fuck up. Let me run the goddamn play. You know what I'm saying? Damn.
So
Chris Sims is the last motherfucker to talk about having some fucking courage and talking.
I know,
back.
but I'm just saying
that motherfucker
that's
didn't do
was
that.
The quarterback with Gruden.
Guy
He was under
meltdown.
Gruden. He was drafted by Gruden, so he was the quarterback. So
I know.
Yeah,
So-
So you know what I'm saying? Yeah.
In the chat,
But
Raleigh Galvin and On-Field both saying right now that in the post-game press conference, Carr said that Olsen was getting him to play very quickly early into the play clock.
Smart, quick, bro. And you know what? This is what I mentioned when I got here. When we were sitting there and we were talking about the game and how things played out, I immediately went on to Twitter just to see what fucking Raider Nation was talking about. And everyone's like, Gruden's gone. Problem solved. Everything's better now. Everything's working. It's like, you guys do realize they were still running Gruden's offense, right? Like, these are the same plays that Gruden's been trying to get off the ground the last few weeks. We've seen this fucking wheel route from Drake at least 2 of the last 3 weeks. We've seen that same fucking wheel route. They didn't make the connection. It didn't work. And today, it goes for a fucking touchdown. He goes house on it, right? These are plays that he installed. These are plays that were in the playbook. The playbook has not disappeared. Olsen is still calling the same fucking plays, right?
Yeah.
Maybe in a different fashion. Maybe he's coming with a little bit kinder words.
I think
He's like, you got this, Derek. I believe in you. You're wonderful. You're wonderful, my child. Go out there and throw this touchdown right now.
I think you touched on it. I think in a different fashion, in a different sequence for sure, right?
Yeah.
Whereas John may try to run 2 rushing plays, put us in a 3rd and long, and then try to plug in the play action.
Right.
Like, that's not how that works.
Right.
So the tempo of the play calling.
One thing's for sure, we already know that John is stubborn as fuck.
Yeah,
right?
oh,
We
yeah.
know that. We know that. John is fucking stubborn as hell. And maybe Olsen, through his times of not being so successful, has learned a thing or two, because he was fired by Gus Bradley as the Jags offensive coordinator, right? And here he is with Gus Bradley again, right? And he was here with Derek at the beginning, and he got fired and got let go of then too, right? So he's learned some things. He's grown himself. He's like, okay, now I have a fucking opportunity to show what I can do. Don't fuck this up, right? I think Greg is in the same position as everybody else. He's just trying to make sure that he doesn't do anything to hold this fucking team back. Because, look, let's just put the last fucking few weeks away. This team is talented.
Right.
You look on the field, we can fucking play with people, man. We really can. Okay, we got an elite tight end. We got fucking speed. We got great
defense,
great receivers, great hands in regards to fucking Renfro.
Indeed.
We got multiple running backs that can hurt you in all kinds of fucking ways. Okay, Rashard's back. People been talking shit about Rashard. All I've seen Rashard do since he came back is fucking make blocks in the passing game and fucking catch nice little fucking first downs out of the backfield.
Right.
And y'all motherfuckers wanted him to gone. Come on now.
I did want him gone, and I still do.
Hold on. Shout out to Beto and Kelly with the $9.99 donation. They say, Kenny, surprised you're not throwing your can tonight because Gruden is gone. Raiders look better tonight, huh? Hey, they did look good. I won't say that they look better quite yet. I'll see you in a few weeks.
Yeah.
I'm not mad that Gruden is gone, but I do want to show you the damage that was done here. I don't know if it's going to show up on camera. There is a significant dent in my canteen, and it's rubbed off, which is kind of poetic, but it's a 3-2 right here, as per Bobby's suggestion.
Yeah.
And Shay, to my witness, I did mark that. It is
You did.
It is now mysteriously gone.
You got to put it back, though. You got to put it back on there, though.
It's now mysteriously gone.
Because that mark deserves to be fucking, documented, bro.
Hey, shout out to
But
today's
wait,
Flores,
you
bro.
documented as us going 9-8, right? 9-8,
8-9.
8-9.
Yeah.
Okay, let's remember that 8-9. So
Yeah.
we at what? Halfway there, right?
Mm-hmm.
We halfway, and we got what 11 games left.
Yeah.
I don't know if your prediction gonna hold tight, my brother.
I remember sitting in the stadium with you, my brother, when we were 6-2, my brother.
This is true. This is fucking true.
And while we're on that energy, you have us at 12 wins, so I don't know about that either. But we'll see.
Yeah,
We'll see.
I didn't know John Gruden was gonna say what he said and did what he did either. So.
And neither did I.
Neither did Kenny. Here we are.
But we were going to do it this week. We were going to run those back like we always do. We do amended kind of predictions going into the bye week. We'll probably actually do that next week or during the bye week since we have Bobby out. We got to have him on here too to
There you go.
update his picks. We don't want Juice sabotaging Bobby's picks.
I'm changing everything. Fuck it.
What did Bobby say? Fuck that.
Bobby's crazy.
But yeah, let's look at that really quick while we're on it. Let's
do
see who was right this week. Just Che. Che was the only one that had
You
this win.
goddamn right.
Yeah.
Go, Che.
Salud.
But to your credit, Che, Che, Kane, and Bobby all had us at 4-2 right here. I had us at 3-3.
There we go.
So Che,
There we go.
Bobby, Kane,
Hey.
you saw it happening, bro.
We got to get to another point where we have a winning season and we can bring back Chestradamus, bro.
Yeah, we can.
Because we dropped that shit, and then my fucking predictions went to hell, dog.
cursed.
Okay, you cursed me with that,
was
just
cursed.
dumbest, bro.
Yeah.
But it was great.
Hey,
Well,
no,
that's
Bobby was way. Bob, what did Bobby have us at last year? 12-4.
no.
Yeah, he 12. He was.
Bobby. No,
Me and
I don't
Bobby.
think so.
Me and Bobby always have high aspects for the win.
Yeah, you guys are both locked in at 12-4. Che at 11-5. Well, actually, it's what it would be 12-5 this year, right? 12-5, 12-5, and 11-6. Yeah, and I have us 8-9. So
Chip.
Hey, but you know what? Real quick on that before we move on to the next subject. Why I think the plays was coming in a little bit faster was because you guys know John Gruden calls like 3 plays.
Yeah.
You know that,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
So Derek Carr has like 3 plays. Then each one of those plays got like 3 audibles. So he getting like 9 plays in one play. So that's why you see a lot of audible, a lot of movement, a lot of this, that. Where maybe Olsen probably just called one play and said, look, you got 3 audibles off these one plays. We're going to cut it down and make it quick. So we're going to move faster as an offense. So that's, John Gruden might have slowed us down, man.
Carr was doing
what I mean?
factor trees out there pre-snap. You guys remember doing factor trees and man? Damn, bro. That's a good point. That's a really good point.
That's true.
Yeah.
That is true, man. But
And-
you know what? I want to say something to that though. We saw fucking Carr oddballing into the right play today, bro.
Shout out.
Multiple fucking times, dog. And that was beautiful. That was the thing of beauty. He's out there, he gets to the line, he's looking around, and then he starts making the fucking call. The defense, and Fangio, that's his thing, right?
Yeah.
His defense.
Right.
Fangio looked like, oh, what the fuck is going on right now? Like, this isn't the Carr that I've faced before. You know what I mean? Like, he looked concerned because every single audible he made early on in that game was fucking correct, bro.
He was frustrated. He went into halftime, sent some questionable emails out. So see how that was.
They're
They're coming
Carr
for you,
didn't have to-
Fangio.
He didn't have to think a lot. He took down his thinking point. Maybe Olsen just simplified shit. And they said, we're going to simplify shit today, and we just going to do, that's what I heard as I was watching pregame shows or whatever. I heard some talk about they said they were going to simplify shit. And, I think that's what it was. Gruden got Carr wired into too much thinking before the play. And so he got to think about this, that. And now you done called 9 plays, nigga. Now I got to listen to you talk about what's going on in my headset, too. You know what I'm saying? Just a lot of thinking. You know what I'm saying? Then I got to make the correct throw, or I got to make the correct audible, or I got to make the, this or that.
And then
You know,
timeout, hold on, right, Carr? Timeout, hold on, wait a second.
Yeah.
And it's like, bro, this is the second timeout in the first quarter, bro.
or again and be like, fuck you, get the fuck out of my headset, nigga, let me call my play and do what the fuck I'm doing.
And that's the kind
You know
of
what I'm
fucking
saying?
energy we want Derek Carr to have. You know what? Derek Carr is on his way with the Tres Flores right now.
Yeah,
The hair is banging
You
right
keep
now.
on slicking that shit back, homie.
That hair
And
is banging.
you're gonna start cussing out coaches in no time. Okay, I promise.
Hey, get that
Listen
pomade.
to the Pillaging podcast. You'll start cussing the coaches out in no time.
Or
bro.
at least us, man. I
Real
mean,
quick.
Let's start this start.
Real quick.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man.
Yeah, man.
16 first down for the Raiders. Denver had 25. Denver ran 22 more plays, but 4 of them ended up in our hands, and there you have the game.
Yeah.
So we'll see, man. I feel like, Denver, they're a susceptible opponent. They're kind of on the ropes a little bit right now. We beat up on them. This is a good bounce-back game for us. We're going to carry that into Philadelphia. I want to see us come out of the bye week, though, right? Out of the bye week, we got the Giants. It's another whipping post team. So this is lining up really well for us to get back on track, right?
Right.
Get a little bit of confidence. We get the Eagles. They're fighting, but they got to play us at home in the dome, right? Not in their house. We don't have to deal with their fans.
Hopefully we don't have the same shit show we had against the Bears where
Yeah.
you have so many fucking Eagles fans in the house, bro. Because that shit was disappointing. You guys already heard how I felt about it. We can't have that kind of nonsense again, dog.
It's
We
ugly.
can't have that
You know,
kind of
that's
nonsense
the
again.
sad part of it is just one of those things that are we just gonna have to get used to that? You know what I mean?
Well,
Like,
but-
that's
but-
what sucks.
But so
Right.
here's
That's what sucks.
here's the
It
thing
does.
that is you're absolutely right. That's the question at hand, right? Like,
Right.
are we gonna have to get used to that? Because we have zero control now, right?
Right.
They're not in the Bay anymore. And in the past, who the fuck wanted to come to Oakland, bro? Nobody really wanted to come to
Nobody.
Oakland. Everyone was afraid to come to Oakland, right? So
Straight up.
if you had season tickets, you were gonna sell them to a fucking Raider fan because this was the only motherfuckers trying to go to fucking Coliseum, right? But now they're in Vegas,
Preach.
okay,
Preach.
and those motherfuckers can sell those motherfucking tickets for double, triple the price to just about anybody. Why?
Right.
Because it's fucking Vegas. The stadium's beautiful, right? And everybody wants to fucking go sit down in that fucking state-of-the-art stadium. So I'm asking, and I'm fucking kind of begging y'all motherfucking season ticket holders from Vegas, the new fans, okay? If you really are a part of this fan base, if you really are considering yourself a part of this fan base, don't fucking do us like that. Do not do us like that because you're making this
Been
fan
way
base.
too many other team fans in the stadium.
You're
I
making
agree
this.
with you, Chad.
You're making this fan base.
Way.
You're making this fan base a laughing stock right now, and that's not what we're about. And you guys can talk all the shit you want about fucking Raider fans coming from another place or whatever, but
Kinda
if we
outpriced
go,
us.
Yeah.
if we
They did.
they
Priced
did
us out.
outprice
Yeah.
us,
They
right?
priced us out.
So it starts there. But I mean,
priced out the ruffians, Jay.
that's also what happens when you get a brand new stadium. This shit's gonna be pricey.
Good
Get
news
used to it. It's
is-
gonna be a little bit
Actually,
pricey.
On game day,
Gentrification.
on game day, you can get a ticket for $110, $120.
Absolutely.
If you look
Absolutely.
on game day, yeah. If you go down to Vegas, wait till game day, the tickets be going for like $100 and something.
Good news
Just like
is-
they would if you was gonna go to a game out of town somewhere.
And now
You know
you
what I'm saying?
now you
People-
know what the Pillaging Podcast will be doing when we're in Vegas.
Good,
right.
The good news is next week, the Eagles come to town. When Philly fans land in Vegas on Friday, they'll all be arrested by game time on Sunday. Because them motherfuckers don't know how to act, bro.
Never.
They don't have
Never.
That's true.
Not even the Silver Linings Playbook. They fucking around with that one, too.
You don't want to.
Hopefully-
you don't want to go to Clark County Jail either, because that's a slummy motherfucker. You don't want to go there.
Yeah.
Hopefully, all those motherfuckers they go way too hard the night before.
Yeah.
End up at a fucking horrible fucking strip club with no way to get fucking home, and then they end up in jail or do some dumb shit, and then they don't even make it into the stadium. That'd be a beautiful thing. But you could start off by not selling fucking tickets to them. Okay,
Perfect.
That's all I'm saying. Don't sell your fucking tickets to Eagles fan. As a matter of fact, ask a motherfucker.
Yeah.
Say, wait, hold on. What fan base are you a part of?
Yeah,
You know,
cheering for.
just curious. Just
Well,
curious.
You're also making the
If they
assumption.
buy,
You're also making. Hold on.
On the visitor, if they
Yeah.
buying tickets on the visitor side, you know what fan they
Right,
is.
right,
You know
right.
what I'm saying? When you buy a ticket to go out of town, you buying a ticket on the visitor side.
We're all
You know,
we're all making the assumption that they're buying these tickets from Raider fans in the first place, which may not even be the case.
That's the other thing I wanted to say too, because you're absolutely right. There's a whole bunch of non-fucking Raider fans that bought
non-football
tickets.
fans.
Yeah, non-football
Yeah.
fans that bought season tickets to the Raiders because they knew they were going to be a hot ticket
Hell yeah.
to fucking go and visit, bro. They wanted to be a part of that ambiance, right?
Right.
But now these motherfuckers are like, all right, I've been there. It's been cool, whatever.
Real
It's an
quick.
investment.
got
It's an
drunk and
investment.
shit. Yeah.
Real quick, guys. Shout out to Irish Raider with a big
Hey.
50 donation in the super chat. Says, what's up, guys? Was it just luck, or is this the new uncorked and full flavor Raiders? Seems to me they got something to prove. More Ruggs and Edwards. Drake came to life. Hope he keeps us up for the next 10 games. Keep bringing the fire, guys. I think it's a mixture of all those things, Irish Raider. I think, this week definitely trying to come back and show the world, hey, what happened. But here as a football team, we remain united on the field and in the locker room. I think there's some of that. And I think, a little bit of fresh up-tempo in the play calling. So, yeah, maybe we did unhitch the trailer and we go forward. But I don't want to say that Denver Broncos are the litmus test, right? Let's look at what happens in week 10 because the Chiefs are very beatable and we need to beat them. They also can still win
I'll be
football
confident if we win next week in the same
Again,
fashion.
yeah, in the same
You know what I'm
fashion,
saying?
yeah. And we left a lot of meat on the bone today, too. Also, shout out to Salvador Salazar.
Yeah.
He says, Raiders.
That's our boy.
Got my 3-pack. There you go.
Yeah, boy.
Hey, they said those 4-packs are the reason why I ain't got a 6-pack. You know what I'm saying?
That's fact, bro. That's facts.
Hey, and
I
somebody
can relate.
Somebody mentioned too, Edwards, man. Don't get me started on that catch, bro, because that was the catch that shut down any kind of rally. And let me tell you, after that one-handed grab, when Denver Broncos leave a game, they leave a game, bro.
Ooh.
That was ugly.
They were out the
Looked like
door.
a river
Hey,
just flowing out the door.
That same route,
Basil.
Darren Waller ran that same route against the Dolphins last season and caught the ball the same exact way
Crazy.
on the other side of the field with his hand on the defender and his arm on the ball. Darren Waller made that same catch on that same play. So we are running John Gruden's offense.
Yeah.
We still running John Gruden's offense. Yeah.
Can't change it in a
But we
week.
just doing it with a little bit more urgency.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I think, and I'm not going, not to repeat, but I think Derek is getting less calls in his helmet and he's got more time to think and less time to, not think. You know what I mean? So,
Yeah.
Hey, so
if we can go out and beat Philadelphia next week, because we should win. If we go out and win the games, we should win. We should be fine. It's the teams that we got to face that we may not win. Those are teams that if we beat those teams, then we'll be a little bit more confident. I think as a group of players. Because it was hard to lose your coach right here in the middle of some shit where you 3-0, 3-2, or whatever the case may be, 3-1 really.
You saw that
So
with the Bears.
we'll see going forward. It was a good game today. The Raiders played well. The defense has been playing spectacular throughout the whole season. You know what I'm saying? The offense came to life today. They looked a whole different. They looked a lot different than they have in the first 4 weeks. So let's just going forward. One game at a time. I mean,
yeah.
That's where I'm at right now.
Yeah.
One game at a time. I don't want to. If we could go back and redo our takes for
Next week.
11,
Next week.
5, 12, and 14.
Next week, bro.
Right.
Next week.
Bobby's back.
Exactly.
Next
Okay.
week.
If we could go back and do it, then I might change. That's all I'm saying. I'm not going to make a choice this week, but I'm just saying if we can go back, I might look at it a little bit different.
Yeah,
So,
no, we're going to revisit those. We're going to revisit those. This is what I was going to say, though. This is what I wanted to kind of throw out there because we haven't really talked about it. Okay. Yes, we lost Gruden. Okay. And we now have an interim coach, right? We have Bisaccia, the interim head coach.
Sachi.
Bisaccia.
That's how you pronounce his name. Sachi.
So here's my question. This is the question I pose to y'all. Okay, I like Bisaccia, man. He just seems like that kind of fucking dude that you would fucking be like, hell yeah, coach. I'm gonna fucking go out there. I'm gonna play my ass off for you. Right. Just the way he talks to players. I saw somebody post a little clip. Somebody posted a little clip on social media of him in the fucking coach's room with his players when he was with Dallas. And just
On Hard Knocks,
yeah,
right?
and he was
Yeah.
just kind of talking shit like putting people like in check. Like said, look, bro, this is what it's all about, right? And they're like, this, I like this. Yeah. So I don't remember who it was, and I apologize. I'm not trying to steal your thunder, but I saw that shit and I was like, yeah, that's the kind of fucking football coach I like. I respond to, right? The kind of dude that's not like necessarily talking shit to you, but he's basically saying like, yo, this is what it's all about. If y'all motherfuckers got to man up and do your job, and if you guys can do that, you guys are gonna be fucking successful. So today they kept talking about it, and they kept referencing the fact that he didn't want to give up his special teams duties, right?
Right.
He's like, hell no, I'm still gonna do that. So he was head coach, special teams coach today, and he let Olsen handle the offense. He let the defensive coordinator do his thing. I didn't really see him in any way fucking condemning anybody, talking shit to nobody, fucking asking questions why the fuck that shit didn't go right? He was just kind of like, I'm going to fucking trust that you guys are doing your job, and I'm going to fucking trust that these players are doing their job. If this team, okay, this is the big question. If this team plays out and we actually fucking do something successful under Ralph, right? Ralph? Is that his name?
Rich.
First name? Rich.
Bisaccia?
Is it Rich?
Rich.
I know it's with the R, right? Ralph. I'm fucking calling him Ralph.
Fucking Ralphie boy over here, bro. It's
Ralphie boy.
Fosachi, Sal says.
Bisaccia. Yo, if this team can fucking finish out under fucking Coach Bisaccia, Mill.
No.
Do you guys
I agree with Kane.
do you guys are ready to fucking go out and grab somebody new?
Yes.
Who?
Let me say something. I'm glad you brought that up because I've been thinking about this. Just because the team go out because they got a rally cry and have a good season, it don't fucking mean that this is the dude to keep going forward with. I'm sorry, hell no. We need to go out and go get a young, innovative, offensive-minded coach and staff. Let him restaff the people that he want to bring in. If it means getting rid of Derek Carr, that's what it means. I am not. I got one word. I got two words to say to you about that. Joe Bugle. Fuck no. I'm cool. I'm good. You know what I'm saying? If this dude go out and go, I don't care if we go to the playoffs and the AFC Championship, it's because we on a rally cry. Does that mean he's the coach for next? No, that don't. That just means we stood up this year and said we're going to not let the NFL fuck us over and we're going to be our own team. But does that mean we're going to go into the season like that next year? I don't think so. So, no, I got to disagree with you, bro, on that.
I didn't say anything. I asked the question.
Yeah, no.
He disagreed with you anyways, bro.
No. All right, hell
I didn't even give an opinion. I just asked the question. I just asked the question. I posed the question.
Mike Mayock, who the fuck made all these badass picks? Farrell over Devin White. You know what I'm saying? Who picked Arnett over Diggs? Diggs, yes, he might be penalized a lot. The nigga got more interceptions than Arnett got in 1 year. I mean, come on, man. Like, where is all these picks? All these picks that y'all made wrong. Like, you could have, instead of picking Josh Jacobs, you might have picked a wide receiver. Wide receivers was available that year, even the year when Antonio Brown did his little thing. It was wide receivers available. Deebo Samuel, A.J. Brown. I mean, all kind of receivers. All these picks that you missed, who made them? Was it John? Was it Mike? That's if I'm Mark, I'm questioning all this shit. So hell no. Save my year. Save the year. Come on, let's do that. But fuck that. Y'all motherfuckers out. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the year, I'm changing all this shit. And it might mean Derek Carr too.
Okay,
that's my thing.
So real quick then. Okay, so here's my next question. Because what you're talking about is you scrap it, you scrap everything, right? And that's what the fuck. And that's what as a
hold on, because your question was if we finish the season winning,
right?
We go into a rebuild. Go ahead.
Yeah. So
do we go into rebuild?
Yeah. Do we go into a rebuild? Right. That was my question.
We finished
right?
12-5.
Do we say cool? Thank you, coach. Peace out. and then fucking bring in somebody new, because you bring in somebody new, you are basically saying rebuild, right? So you're going to scrap it all. You are going to scrap it all. Whatever this new coach comes in with, whatever ideas he has, he's going to say, I'm going to get rid of people to meet my standards and the things that I have in mind for this fucking team, this offense, this defense, whatever. Okay? How happy are y'all motherfuckers going to be when that shit starts to take place? Because y'all can say all the shit that you said.
Okay,
No, hold on.
Okay.
How happy are y'all motherfuckers gonna be when that shit starts to take place? Because we already heard all the fucking cries and the complaints about when Gruden came here and got rid of the people that were already here. We cried about fucking Khalil. Some people cried about Amari. Some people were like, fuck yeah, that motherfucker dropped the ball a lot. Right? We cried about a lot of motherfuckers that disappeared from this team that did something while they were here. The same shit's going to be said about these players that are here right now. What happens if Max Crosby gets traded? What happens? What happens?
My thing is this. I hear you, bro. I hear you. And we said this same thing when John Gruden came in with, now, you know, I'm a quote from an article I read. John Gruden started off with Donald Penn, Kelechi Osemele, Rodney Hudson, Gabe Jackson, and yes, the right tackle position was always a swinging door, but at that time it was Marshall Newhouse, right? You came in, you started out with that. You had Khalil Mack, Amari Cooper. Like, you did have some players. You had, whether they was performing to your standards or what, these players have gone on to either play good or well after they left the Raiders, or they're still playing well.
No, hold on. We can say that absolutely.
Wait,
I'm just gonna say this real quick. I'll let you finish. I just want to say, you can absolutely say that about Rod Hood, right?
Yeah.
You can kind of say that about Gabe because he's still in the league.
Right.
You cannot say that about Kelechi because he's nowhere to be seen. Donald Penn's retired. Okay, and Marshall Newhouse? Where the fuck is that guy?
He played for the Chiefs.
Who?
Osemele is on the Chiefs.
Playing? Is he starting?
I don't know if he playing. I know he on their team.
No, Kelechi Osemele went on some fucking weird diet, and he hasn't seen the field since, bro. He hasn't seen this. He hasn't seen the field since.
I don't know. I'm just saying you stepped on the kick. My point. The point I'm trying to make, and I get what you're saying, but the point I'm trying to make is we already. You can say that. That's how shit go, bruh. When a coach come in, we all said,
Kelechi not even on the depth chart.
And we was bringing guests on the show, and everybody was like, "Hey, you get a question for the guest," you know, and Kenny was asking us all what we want to ask the guest. My question was, is this dude gonna break the roster down? I asked everybody, and Kenny was like, "Stop asking that same question." But at the same time, this nigga did that. He broke the roster down. So that was my question. Was he going to come in and break down a team that we already had a fucking team?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So
right.
When so if in a position like this, you're asking, is Rich Bisaccia the person to lead this team, these 53 players or whatever, 90 people, wherever you got, practice squad, whatever, players to the future? Hell no. That's my answer to you.
Okay.
Is he the coach that could come in and save because he has some leadership qualities, 38 years, he is a good leader? Yes. That's your coach. Now, does Mark feel like this the person? I just can't see that. And I don't agree with that.
Who does Mark ask?
I feel like, if we have to start all over to become better, it's not our fault as fans. It's some shit that happened.
No, I agree with you, brother. 100%. Has it ever been our fault? No. We've been doing our fucking job as fans for the last how many years, bro? Okay? We've been eating shit all those years as well. Okay? So here's my issue with the reason why we've never gone anywhere. How many coaching changes have we gone through? Right? Constantly, right? And the one thing that we had an issue with Carr was instability, right? Instability and changes in this way, changes in that way, fucking injuries, whatnot. There's been all these different fucking obstacles. Okay, I'm not disagreeing with you at all, dog. Like I'm really not disagreeing with you in regards to whether or not Bisaccia's the guy. Do I think he is? We don't fucking know that. How could we ever fucking know that right now? It's been one goddamn game with this guy, right? We don't know, right? But at the end of the day, stability and the progress that we've made up until now, this is all we've been fucking asking for. We finally started to see a little bit of success out of all these years of fucking waiting for this team to turn shit around. And now we're going to have to scrap that shit all over again and start all over. And we're going to be bitching and complaining and moaning and talking about how fucking much it sucks to be fucking Raider fans because we can't ever have anything nice. And we can't ever fucking win. And we can't ever, you know what I mean?
That's 100%
I love your
exactly
passion.
what I was telling my wife.
You're right. I love that passion.
Do you
I
guys?
said, this shit sets us
I
back.
can't disagree with that.
Go ahead,
I
Juice.
can't, but
Go ahead,
I
Juice.
think that's what's gonna happen, bro.
No, I don't think you're wrong. I don't think you're wrong. I'm just saying. I'm just asking that question, bro.
Well, and
Just
that's
asking.
exactly why I said it feels like we're fucking cursed. We can't, you know, every time something starts going right, it goes wrong. And I was telling my wife, you know, I said, this fucking thing, now we're going to get my biggest fear, get somebody come in, change everything, fire Gus, fire everybody, and then say, you know what I really like? You know, Brian Edwards, get him out, get this guy out,
Right,
start moving
dude.
everything around. Sets us back 5 fucking years.
It does.
I'm tired of this shit. 5 fucking years. Another
But what if the
Another 5
players-
years. Another
what
5
if the
years.
But what if the players are saying, okay, we gonna roll this year. We gonna roll with what we got right now. Just hear me out. Just
I hope
hear
they
me out.
do.
What if the players in the locker room saying, we finna roll with this year. Yep, we gonna say this year, but fuck all these motherfuckers because they all fuck with John Gruden. We don't trust none of these motherfuckers because y'all all was friends with this nigga. We don't know what y'all said behind closed doors. I'm just saying, I don't think like that. But you know what? If you're on a job, at a regular ass job with an office and shit, you're gonna feel like that about the regime. If your boss says some shit like that and the people that he cohort with, you're going to be like, fuck them too. Because I don't know about them motherfuckers.
Well, but
so
Kane,
my thing is
Kane,
the players.
Kane.
Wait, hold on, Jay. One
No,
second.
go ahead,
one
go ahead,
second,
go ahead,
one
go
second.
ahead, go ahead.
Give me 10 more seconds.
Go ahead.
If the players said, we going to roll with what we got, because as a team, we had a team meeting, and we going to say, everybody shake their head and smile and step and fetch it for the rest of the year. But fuck these niggas after this. Now, what if they said that? And then you go and hire Rich Bisaccia and keep everybody together. Now 3-13 next year. Because we thought we was like Joe Bugle. That shit. That's all I'm saying. That's my 10 seconds right there.
So
Players love Gruden.
So this is what I'm gonna say to that, bro. And maybe you have a point in regards to like whether or not that regime and whatever, but I feel that if that was the case, if players actually felt that way, then we would have seen it today. Right? We would have seen it.
Not necessarily. You keep saying we talented. So a team that's talented said, damn, we was 3-0 last 2 weeks ago, man. We 3-1, and this motherfucker done came out and done some shit. Fuck these motherfuckers. But look, we still a team, though. Derek, you still a quarterback. Go out and do your thing, bro. We with you. We're with you. We're with us. We are us.
Absolutely.
Fuck him.
Absolutely.
We're with us.
And
then after this year, we'll reevaluate the situation and how we feel about this organization after this year. But right now, come on, y'all. Y'all want to really go through this shit for the next 12 weeks? That's probably what was said in a team meeting. You know what I'm saying? And then you never know. I don't know if they said it or not, bro. I'm just saying I know how I will be thinking. I'll be like, fuck all these motherfuckers, because I don't trust none of y'all. Now that because he cut this person did that, I would start thinking like that. That's how I would start thinking. That's how any natural person of color that you said some shit about, I don't trust none of y'all now. No matter how good I am thinking or saying the media this and that, fuck y'all. I'm done. And then the players brought us back together. The team, the leaders said, no, let's still do us. We're fighting for us now. We're not doing for this coaching staff, this organization, the owner, nobody. We doing this for these 53 motherfuckers that walk onto the field every week. And then after the end of the season, we'll reevaluate this shit. And I guarantee you that was talked about. Now, whether they follow through with that shit, that's on them. But I guarantee you it was talked about. That's why they came out and won today. Because they said, they made a statement. And they said, it's us against them. So we gonna fucking win regardless. That's why Derek Carr.
All right, Kane, you're going in circles now again, and I got to get the shout out off. Shout out to Veto and Cali with a $4.99 donation. Veto says Gru probably made those picks. Mark Davis even said Mayock would be the one in charge now. Like, comma now. Yeah, we'll see. I mean, we'll see. I hate getting caught up in these speculation discussions, especially when, you know, we've been drinking, because we start going around in circles. And then Che, he owes me because he started this shit. Now he's not even in the room. He left. He's gone. So let's move forward from this, because I don't think we're going to get an answer. We're now repeating ourselves for the last 10 minutes. So we need to move forward. In fact, we need to take a break. And when we come back, we'll have the caller segment. Thanks for hanging in there, guys. And thanks for joining us, Kane. We appreciate your thoughts. We'll see you guys on the other side.
Yeah.
Yep.
Thanks.
Yeah, I'm like,
Sound roll 66.
I had to let King go because the app we use to listen to the phone calls is the same app we use to call him. I can't do both at the same time.
There you go.
Yeah. So it was a bit abrupt, but
Yeah.
you guys can hear us? Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, cool.
We're back. Bringing the intro piece.
I just put him in the camera. It's like,
Tell Bob. Boycott is real. The boycott is real.
And we're back.
yeah,
Yeah. Absolutely.
it's about that time.
Yeah. So spirited conversation there with Kane and everybody involved, including the chat.
Wonderful conversation too,
yeah.
man. We love having the back and forth, and we don't always have to agree on this show.
Yeah.
We can disagree. Bro.
Yeah.
We can disagree.
And had to let him go because as I was explaining as the lead-in, we use the same app to call him as we do to listen back to the voicemail. So we can't do both at the same time.
Right.
But we had
Unfortunately.
to get out of that. We got to stay on track here. We got a timer. And I'm thinking about like kind of screening these calls right here.
How many are there? It's quite a few, huh? You said they've been coming in since Monday, so there's got to be a few.
Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4,
People all
5,
in their
6,
feelings,
7, 8,
huh?
9, 10, 11, 12. Yeah, we got like a good dozen calls. I'll start with a couple of these early ones. 970. Let's see. Let's see what's going on here.
Yeah, let's see.
Oh, this is a technical difficulty call. Let's jump right into this. Hold on.
Hey, fellas, it's G-Paw. I was
Hey.
just calling to say this Gruden news is just shocking as hell to all the nation, I believe, but is not seen as something that's unlikely. We can see everything happening. My boys and I were saying we wanted him fired like 2 weeks ago, but all works out for us in the long run. Okay. G-Paw out.
All right, G-Paw.
All right.
I ain't mad at that take, man. I'm like, look, G-Paw, you and there's plenty of others that have been saying calling for the head of John Gruden. So I'm not even mad at you, man, because it's out there. It's been out there, you know?
We didn't know it was good because of this. We thought
No,
maybe
we didn't.
because of the play calling,
we didn't
but-
expect
Yeah.
this at all.
Whatever.
Exactly.
Let's go to the 719. Let's see. I want you guys to be able to speak your mind because you guys let us speak our mind. Mm-hmm. But I reserve the right to bail on any of these calls if I have to. All right.
There we go.
Because I can hold myself accountable for my comments, and everyone on this panel can, but your comments can still get me in trouble. So
There you go.
yeah,
There you go.
I hope you understand where I'm coming from.
Yeah.
What's up, Kenny, Che, Kane, Bobby? This is Hardcore Raider. First of all, I just want to say a long time no talk. I hope you and your families are doing good.
Yeah.
Glad you're still holding down the Pillaging podcast. Hope the Pillagers are doing good. Got a lot of shit I want to get off my chest. This whole thing with the Raiders moving to Vegas. I mean, I don't know, man. Anybody, when Al Davis died, anybody that thinks that Mark Davis wasn't going to sell his soul to make a buck from the fucking Raiders is literally got to get their head checked. All right? So, anybody that didn't see this shit coming, like, I don't know what to fucking say at this point. Next up, thinking about this Gruden thing, I don't agree with anything he said, But there's a lot of agendas and stuff from the, forced vaccines to the stadium. A lot of commie agendas that I don't agree with. Okay.
All right, we're not going to throw political terms around like that on the show. We're just not going to do it. What do you guys feel about that?
That's fine.
I mean, the communist thing, like, I mean, that's I don't know, man.
All right.
It's all politics. I don't want to get involved.
I don't know where it's reading, and I don't know where it's going, but
All right, let's see.
yeah, I'll
Let's
trust
find out where it's going.
I'll trust. Yeah.
Let's find out where it's going.
Okay. That's
Vegas. I mean, is literally got to get their head checked. All right. So anybody that didn't see this shit coming, like, I don't know what to fucking say at this point. Next up, thinking about this Gruden thing, I don't agree with anything he said, But there's a lot of agendas and stuff from the, forced vaccines to the stadium. A lot of commie agendas that I don't agree with. okay? And, you know, it's really an ironic thing that they could put this out out of 650,000 emails, and John Gruden is the sacrificial lamb. They needed a lamb to fucking sacrifice, and ended up being John Gruden. Why is that? Did they not want John Gruden to take the Raiders to the promised land? Now, I don't agree with all of John Gruden's antics and, you know, obviously the emails and what he said, or even the play calling. That's lackluster and bland, to say the least, at times. But, you know, just the principle of this whole thing is fucking bullshit. What an ironic way that Mark Davis and Las Vegas can get out of John Gruden's, you know, contract. We'll see how that shit goes out. But, you know, I called it last year when I took a step back from all this shit, when they wouldn't allow our fans in our fucking stadium, that how was Mark Davis going to be able to pay the bill for the new stadium? That year without fans completely fucked us. And now all of a sudden we have this sacrificial lamb bullshit with John Gruden being gone. Well, isn't this fucking ironic? You know? So the whole deal just really fucking pisses me off. You know? More of the principle than anything else, but more of the fact that I feel like, you know, they want the Raiders and the Raider fans to be something that we aren't. To wear suits and ties and fucking betting and all this shit. Fuck that. It was never about that.
On.
Oh, yeah. You don't like what I said? Then turn off your TVs and your brainwashing for mainstream media and stop letting your brain be diluted by their fucking nonsense. Open your eyes, wake up, smell the fucking coffee, wake up. Hardcore Raider out.
All right. And he goes on.
Hey, let me say one more thing. Apologize, third call. Look, I really think this whole thing was a ploy for Gruden, you know, because us Raider fans, we were diehard, that been in this game a long time, you know, bled silver and black. We loved Gruden for a long time. I think the whole point of bringing Gruden on was so that the fan base would transition to Vegas. You know, I've thought about it before, but after the shit went down with Gruden, I have no doubts. They were able to get out of the contract, okay? They were able to get a bunch of Raider fans to make the move to Vegas. Raider fans that were so diehard, yeah, we'd probably go anywhere. But let's face it, you know, most of us are Oakland Raider fans. Oakland fucking Raider fans, okay? And when Gruden came on board, it got a lot of us Oakland Raider fans to buy the hype and to accept the transition to Vegas. And then they fucking shit can him because they don't want Gruden to be the one to take us to the promised land. Vegas wants their own fucking Elvis Presley model to take us to the fucking Super Bowl. It's fucking bullshit, dude. We're finally starting to get some momentum. I thought we were doing pretty good. And, you know, it's just always something. So, you know, I truly think that this whole thing was by the fucking design to get Raider fans to make the transition to Vegas. Otherwise, I bet you only half the Raider fans fucking stick with them. Sad, but it's fucking true because most Raider fans know Vegas is not fucking, you know, it's not the Raiders. It's a whole different fucking class of fan base, dude, and they're not real fucking fans, you know? So I'm pissed. I think the whole thing is a fucking setup ploy and it's fucking bullshit. Call me tinfoil hat, I don't give a fuck. If people don't see it for what it really is and how fucking ironic all this shit is, well then you're fucking retarded. You need to get slapped in the fucking dick. Hardcore Raider out.
Yeah. I wouldn't say I'm retarded.
Me neither.
Yeah.
Me neither.
I don't know how your podcast is doing these days.
Hey, I just want to.
But hold on. I started talking.
Oh, go ahead, bro.
I wanted to let that play out. I want to let that play out.
Yeah.
For the reasons I stated before we started here. There's some things I agree with, and there's some things I don't agree with in there. If this was a ploy conducted by Mark Davis, who I believe honestly did hound John Gruden for 10 years, I don't know why he would blow it all up when his team is winning in the middle of the season. That does not make sense and was not factored in your argument at all. So I you know, a lot of times as a lib major, I look at the words that are not on the page, and those words were not on the page. And I think that's the major loophole in your argument. If that's really what they wanted to do, they had every chance to do that in the last 3 years, or in the last year at the very least, after coming off of a dud season, in terms of attendance, right, got chalked, but the rest of the league got chalked as well. And it's a revenue sharing league. Therefore, it wasn't just the Raiders stadium that was hurting the Raiders. It was all the empty stadiums around the NFL that hurt the Raiders. And last I checked, everyone else still has their head coaches, right? Granted, they're not getting paid as much, but I think if that was the strategy, then you don't do it when your team is, 4-1 or whatever it was. Was it 4-1 going in? 3-1? No,
3-2.
3-1,
Yeah,
and
3-2.
then we laid an egg. And
Well, 3-1, and
Bears.
then that
Yeah.
shit, that news
Yeah.
dropped, and then
Bears.
we laid,
I can't even get my facts right. So what the fuck am I talking? But
because we got a podcast, goddammit.
But chat, because the chat has their feelings about this too. That's why I didn't bail on this. We got to let these play out. I would say that if you want to call back in the show later, I would avoid kind of using political labels for anything. Yes, we've shared political viewpoints on the show, but we've done so without labeling anybody anything. And that's something we want to avoid doing, right?
Right.
So that's kind of what I want to say about that. And when we're calling out Raider Nation and we're kind of generalizing all of Raider Nation not being real fans, I will say that the Raider fans that are not in the seats that they own are not real Raider fans.
There you go.
I will say all of you that have been going to the stadium since we've opened it up, you guys are Raider fans in my book. Just shut the fuck up on offense. Go ahead, Shay.
It's effects. No, so for the first thing I want to say was he was talking about Elvis Presley. Now
Got that Velvet Elvis right here.
we got Velvet Elvis right here
Fucking
in the
crying
studio,
and
bro.
everything,
Because
beautiful.
Raider Roy he's a longtime Elvis fan, man.
Beautiful.
It's a beautiful fucking page.
Beautiful.
But I just couldn't help. I felt like that sweat coming down his cheek right there was moving when he was talking about
That's a
it.
teardrop, and it was moving.
I thought it was moving. I thought it was moving, man. I thought Elvis was crying right now
That's
when he was like, "How dare you?
He hurt his feelings.
How
He
dare
hurt his
you
feelings.
talk about me, bro?"
That's a vintage Velvet Elvis. That thing's about 4 feet tall,
Yeah,
Easily, bro.
and he's bronze.
and there's at least a foot of sideburn.
Yeah,
Foot of sideburn.
1 foot of sideburn, 1 square foot of sideburn.
It's a beautiful fucking thing, honestly.
Yeah.
But now, listen, man. my thing is this: like, so when we're talking about this whole Gruden thing, and we've already shared our feelings on it, maybe, just you have a point in regards to like getting out of it or whatever. But honestly, I don't think I don't think this was Mark's plan, bro.
looks fucking pissed right now.
When it comes to Gruden, I think we knew what we were getting
Yeah.
when we got him back. That's part of, like the NFL films or whoever it is, they'll run those like mic'd up. What do we watch that? They'll have, segments of just John Gruden mic'd up for a half hour
Talking
straight.
shit,
And
cussing
all it
out
is him
refs.
cussing at the refs and, cussing at this play, acting crazy. saying
Mean
some
mugging
funny-
motherfuckers,
Yes,
players on his team,
contorting
and everybody
his
else.
face all crazy.
Right.
That's what we want to see. So we knew what we were getting when we got John Gruden. I don't know if it was this whole it's a setup and all that. I don't think so. I think that Mark wanted him for years. Finally was able to get him back, bring him in. Had to pull him off of TV, off of ESPN. Had to offer him all sorts of money to do it.
Yeah.
And we knew what we were getting.
Yeah.
Let's just say we knew what we were getting. We could check. I don't know. You have all these calls racked. We can go all the way back to when he first got hired.
Yeah.
And we all were optimistically cautious,
Yeah.
nervous. We were kind of happy, but we didn't. I don't think any of us thought like. We weren't pining for him for years. None of us really were. I don't,
We didn't think it was, I mean, I will say this. There's always been a part of Raider Nation that wishes or was wondering what could have been. Right? Because of the abrupt end to Gruden's.
like an old girlfriend.
Yeah. The abrupt end to Gruden's coaching career with the Raiders, right? He was essentially traded overnight. Right? Overnight.
Yes.
Like from one day to the next, we found out that our coach had been traded away to fucking Tampa Bay.
Yep.
And that we had gotten a bunch of fucking picks or whatever for him and money. And then that, Bill Callahan would be the head coach. And he would just keep running the same shit that Gruden ran anyways. So
Okay.
in a sense, we were kind of like, well, okay, that works, right? That's gonna pan out, right?
Right.
And it did, and we got to the Super Bowl, and then we fucking ran into John Gruden, and it all went to shit, right? And then we were, after that game, always talking about, well, if Gruden wasn't there,
He was still here, if that
and if
never
he
would
was
have happened,
here, then
that
maybe
never
we
would
win
have
that
happened.
Super Bowl, right?
Yeah, if
And
that
that's
never
the
would have happened.
question. That's the question that has always been out there.
and will never be answered.
What? It's never going to be answered because we fucking got our asses kicked in that game, right?
Yeah.
But the bottom line was, if Gruden wasn't there, the one guy that could beat us, if he wasn't there to beat us, then we might have had a Super Bowl. So let's run it back. And I think that's what Mark had in mind that all those years.
Right.
Man, I really wish Dad hadn't traded away John. Because
would
we
have
were
happened?
doing some things.
What would have happened?
Right. What would have happened? And maybe if he just sticks it out one more year, we get there anyways, and John is the coach, and then nobody's in the fucking Super Bowl to actually face us with the knowledge that he had. Right?
Right.
That's what we all think, right?
Right.
And so you bring him back because that's the last head coach that we had that we actually felt like we were successful under. Okay?
Unfortunately,
Bill,
unfortunately,
right.
that was the last one.
Bill Callahan had a successful year that following year, but everybody attributed it to John,
Yeah.
right? Everybody attributed it to John, and then
the wheels fell off
and then the wheels fell off real quick, right?
quick.
After that loss in the Super Bowl. And it's been a shit show ever since, son. It's been a shit show ever since.
Sadly.
So Mark was just trying to get out of that shit show.
Yeah.
And that's the one guy that he could identify that told him, like, the last time that I felt like this franchise wasn't a shit show was when John was here. So what better way to fucking get ourselves back on track and move into a new city than by bringing John back? I honestly think that's what he felt. So I don't see this as like, okay, so now we're in Vegas, we're established, and we got to get rid of John because he's not the long term. I don't really
did his
think that.
job.
I don't think Mark thought that way at all. I think Mark was ready to fucking ride it. He was ready to ride with John as fucking far as he could until he couldn't anymore.
Right.
And this shit was just all of a sudden just a bomb that dropped on him,
This just happened.
and he had no choice. He had no choice.
Thanks for the Facebook post. Voicemail. This next one comes from Sal's Mexican Restaurants. In fact, thanks for calling the Sal's hotline right here. The pillaging hotline sponsored by Sal's Mexican
Hey,
Restaurants.
there you go.
This call came at 5:44 a.m. I vote Sal for the next head coach because he's got that kind of dedication.
Oh,
there you
Sal.
Here's my hot take. Before we get to that,
Let's go.
might get in trouble for this.
Hot take.
The Raiders try to save face and make Lincoln Kennedy the next head coach of the football team.
Wow.
Whoa.
Let me hit you with another one. Let me get out of there.
Wait a minute.
And let me go back in there. Do it.
All out of fire, bro.
We're all at fire.
We're all out
We
of
got to
fire,
extinguish, bro. We got to extinguish. Hold on. One more.
There it is. That was hot. Real hot.
Either Lincoln Kennedy or my sidekick over here, Drinking Kennedy, as we like to call him. Anyways,
You're welcome.
Let's go to Sal. You know he's got that energy. This came in on game day, 5:44 a.m.
Yeah.
Yeah, baby, yeah. Fucking Sunday, baby. Broncos week, man. Fuck the donkeys, man. I'm gonna ride the motherfuckers like my fat ass do at the fair. Like the fuchsia on Norbit, baby. See me ride into the sunset. Gonna get that fucking big ass dub. Now let's get it, baby. I fucking hate the Broncos. Let's get this shit. Fuck Teddy Bridgewater. Fuck Vic Fangio. Fuck anybody that reps that ugly ass orange and blue. You know what I mean, Tim? What's up? It's SALSA, man. Just in case y'all didn't know. Bumping that fucking AC/DC. Everybody's about an hour late to work today, so they're gonna trip when they come on to me because I'm fucking pumped up. Let's go. Raiders! Woo!
Yeah. Oh, shit.
Hey, we got to chamber that one.
That's in the
Sal.
chamber, bro. That's gonna go. That's up for the vote. Bro.
That's the best pregame call of the year right there,
shit,
bro.
son.
Jesus.
That got me
Sal.
amped. I was ready to run through these fucking walls.
I
bro.
know how I want more calls like that.
That's it, man.
Yes.
That's the kind of energy you motherfuckers need to bring to the table when you call into this show, man.
I'm reevaluating all
That was
my
at
calls
5 in the
right
morning.
now.
That was 5
my
in the morning,
calls.
bro. 5 in the morning. He had that kind of energy. That's beautiful. That's a thing of fucking beauty, man.
Let's go across the pond here. This came in at 4:35 p.m. You already know what this is all about.
You already know.
Raiders. Fuck everybody else. Fuck the donkeys. Fuck the Chiefs. Fuck everybody else. Absolutely delighted with that performance tonight. Honestly, delighted for Rich Pasaccio, man. Absolute quality performance, man. The way the O-line has been fucking fucked, and the way the backfield has been fucked, and the way they've stepped up tonight has been absolutely phenomenal, absolutely brilliant. Really delighted, honestly. It's fucking amazing. So, love yous all. Peace out for the damage. Catch yous.
Peace out.
Peace out, damage.
Peace. And in case you
Short
guys
and
didn't,
sweet.
in case you guys didn't catch that, I'll read the Google translation for you.
Candy cane cake.
This is gonna be good. This is gonna be good.
fuck, active. It outperforms state, honestly. So, for lunch, we start. You will actually be calling quality performance. The way our billing has been, in the ways of the backfield has been in the way we've stepped up, and he has been absolutely phenomenal, absolute. But we also, it's fucking amazing, true love, East piece of damaged cat sheaves.
So Ali G called the show, right? Yeah, Ali G called the show.
I love that, man.
Booyaka shot.
I'm going there. We're gonna chamber that one too. I had to work through that one, bro.
Hey, you did a wonderful job.
Our next call come from the 760.
Oh, you already know who it is.
Wow. What a game. I mean, Swap, what's up, Kenny, Jay, Bobby Wasabi.
Juice.
Today.
If this was the whole Raiders team, the last game probably would have been the downfall of our season. Everyone would have just stopped. People would have called an early retirement.
Facts.
Exactly.
Guys would stop running, pull a Amari Cooper, just stop running. But they didn't. They came back and, they went out swinging, and they actually looked a lot better for the first time in a while. Given every setback that they've had, there's really nothing to bitch about, man. I mean, honestly, that was just a good game all around. Guys actually looked engaged.
Mm-hmm.
Defense was all over the place. Interceptions, sacks. Offense, at times it's sputtered, but you made it work, and that's all that matters. That's a good win. I don't think there should be any trash can players, because I think everyone out there played their part.
Yeah.
They played with passion, and they played with a purpose. To me, that's an all-around good team win, good moral win. For the morality of the team, good team win. Just in general, I think that's how you're supposed to do it, especially when you face adversity. That's a good way to go about it. So that's all I gotta say. Wapo out. Yeah, I'm liking this win. This was sweet. Barbecue chicken alert. All right. Peace out.
Yeah.
Barbecue chicken.
Love that.
Hey, man.
Barbecue chicken and a diet soda.
That's the truth right there. That's WAP on his most positive and realist take, I think, that we've heard from him. We had thunderstorms in the background because it's WAP.
Yeah.
We have to put those there.
Yeah.
That was a pretty positive fucking ass WAP right there.
That was great.
He was talking about
Yeah.
all the good things that we should be looking at in this game, because we could have fallen apart. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Right? And I think everybody from fucking 1 through fucking whatever, bro, Everybody came out, played their asses off today. Were we perfect? No. Will we ever be? Probably not, right? But we all went out there with a mission and something in mind. Like, we got to be the best versions of ourselves that we can be. And I think you can honestly say that about just about everybody that was on the field today. Mm-hmm. There was definitely moments for everybody where you can be like, man, you really showed up today. And if you can move forward with that kind of energy, that's question, right? That's in question whether or not that's possible to keep that same kind of energy. Because right now there was a little bit of extra, that initial fucking, factor of bullshit and everything that happened and everyone waiting for your demise. You come out of there and you fucking like, fuck you, motherfuckers. I'm about to show you what we can do, right? You come out here and you beat the fuck out of the Broncos. Everybody that's here in this room already knew the Broncos were bullshit when they were 3-0. That was a nonsense 3-0 team. Mm-hmm. Okay? Now we're gonna face somebody that's actually legit. Philadelphia's legit. They've been in games with good teams, right? Yeah. And they're gonna play some defense and they're gonna put some pressure on us. They're gonna make us fucking win and earn it. If we can come out next week and we can win that game, I think we're gonna really understand what this team is about. Mm-hmm. And I hope we see that. I hope we really do see that, man. But good call, Guap. Good call, brother.
I'm with Raider Critique. He said I was expecting less of a showing and was pleasantly surprised. I was too, man, because teams in the past would have just kind of packed it in.
Rolled
after
over.
all this. Yeah, rolled over. So head coach might have checked out, but the team didn't, and that's all
right.
that matters, man.
Well, there was the people on the fucking show today. One of the not announcers, but the field people, right? She was talking about how she had talked to Derek Carr and that he had talked to Gruden, right? That Gruden called him on Monday, basically when that news broke that he was done. He ran, to his house because he's neighbors with him. Mm-hmm. They had a long talk, whatnot.
He said,
yeah. Hold on, coach. Right? And then he put the ball out like this.
Derek said,
along the sideline. Along the sidewalk, he went like this.
Derek said, oobly doobly, neighbor. Ran right over there.
Yeah, with that Flanders.
Derek Flanders.
Ogly doggly. No, so he ran over there. He had a long talk with Gruden, whatnot. Okay. What was said, that wasn't disclosed. But he said later on later on in the week, he was driving down the street and there was Gruden walking down the street and he stopped and he was like, hey, coach, you need a ride? And then Gruden looked at him and said, Derek, you got work to do. Right? And Derek fucking was like, all right. Took off. And then later on, Woodson called him and said the same shit. He was like, Derek, you got work to do. And that's what we saw today. Okay? A person that knew it's on you now. Right? There's nobody else that's going to be taking bullets. Nobody else is going to be taking hits. And the only way that you preserve yourself is to go out there and fucking perform. You got to go out there and fucking win, dog. And you got to go show them what you can do. We saw a little bit of it today. We need to see it next week today. Again.
Derek was pedaling. He looked back, and John wasn't holding him anymore. John was back there like this. He's like, I'm doing it on my own, coach. I'm doing it on
Training
my own.
wheels are off, motherfuckers. The training wheels are off.
Let's just hope he don't hit that dumpster down the street. We didn't even do our MVPs and shit today, but hey, team effort, man.
It was so I'll give an MVP out. I'll give an MVP out because I liked what I saw from this running game. I'm gonna give it to the running back group as a whole. Okay.
You the real MVP.
That's Jacobs, Drake, and yes, Richard. Okay. And I know fucking Kane was like, after I made my comments about y'all motherfuckers been calling for his head, you guys want to get rid of him? He was like, yeah, and I still do. But go ahead. I invite you guys to go back and watch the film. You know why Richard is still on this team? Because he blocks motherfuckers. When he's not on the route, he blocks people. He makes sure that he covers holes. He picks up blitzes. He does those little things. And let me tell you something. Go ahead and look around the league. There's a lot of fucking talented running backs that are sitting the bench right now. And you know why? It's not because they can't break a fucking 20, 40, 30 yard, whatever. That's not because they can't take it to the house. It's because they can't pick up a fucking blitz and protect their quarterback. I guarantee you, look at every fucking team. They all have young, fucking live legs.
Hold on,
and they're ready to go.
Really quick, I got to address this.
Yeah.
Chat, y'all need to cool it. There's a lot of you in there talking about football. There's like a couple of you that are not. You know who you are. Chill the fuck out, or you will be removed indefinitely.
Hey.
Don't like to do that. Go ahead.
That's all I was saying. That's all I was saying, man. If you look around the league, okay, you can't say that about every single running back. And there's a lot of people that are like, why isn't this guy getting more playing time? Why isn't this guy on the field? Why isn't this and that and the other? It's because if you are playing the position of running back, your job is not just to run the ball. Okay? Understand that. Right. Your job is not just to run the ball. And it's not just to fucking do something when the ball is in hand. Whether you catch it out of the backfield or run the ball, you need to protect the quarterback when you are not a part of the play.
Yeah.
And that's what Gruden had picked for this team. Okay, Richard is a part of this team. People have all these complaints about him, but you know what? He's on this squad because he does everything. Mm-hmm. He can catch the ball.
Yeah.
He can break a run.
Yeah.
But he protects Derek Carr when he's in there.
Absolutely.
When he's in there for third downs.
For sure.
They have him in there because he can do special things. If he gets the ball in his hands and he's got the space, he can do that thing. But if not, he can protect. Mm-hmm. He can block. He picks up blitzes, man. Go ahead. Check the film, man. Check the film.
Oh, we know. We know.
We know, but I'm talking to these motherfuckers over here.
We've had to explain it over and over. Let's check in with the weather, man. I can tell you right now, it is windy as hell out here right now, and I think it might be raining outside.
303.
So let's go.
Bring it.
Kitty, Kane, Che,
You know
Bobby,
he's
what's
super
up,
heavy,
man?
bro.
It's your boy, 303, calling you from the motherfucking game. And it's fucking beautiful today. Yes, sir. Called it. We knew it. We were the better team. We knew it coming in. Love the play calling. Fucking deep shots. I think Carr averaged 12.9 yards per attempt. I mean, we just came out fucking throwing the ball, complimenting with the run. The O-line, that's probably the best they've played consistently all 4 quarters.
Mm-hmm.
We finally got some turnovers. I mean, it's too early to tell that Gruden was holding us back, but man, we can play like that. Carr slicing and dicing. That's 3 years in a row Carr's come in here and played really well. So super excited. Lots of sacks. That's our recipe. Come out firing, passing the ball, playing smart defense. Fuck, I'm so happy. I hate walking back from this place pissed off, but wow, man, 2 years in a row. We beat them 5 out of the last 6.
That's right.
So everyone else can suck a dick. We're 4-2. Still got work. We need to beat Philly next week. Go into the bye 5-2 because the real meat of our schedule is coming up. So anyways, boys, this is your boy 303 Raider calling from Denver, and I'm out.
Yeah.
Ooh.
I love that. I love great call from 303.
A lot of energy.
Unfortunately, he said everyone could suck a dick, so he's obviously very sexist, and we won't be taking his calls anymore. Just kidding.
Cancel.
303. See how ridiculous that shit is?
Canceled.
It's nonsense.
Yeah,
It's nonsense.
Let's go to the 831.
Oh.
Yo, Pillaging Podcast. Long-time listener, first-time caller.
Nice.
Sometimes I'm in the chat as Plunder Cat.
Okay.
But I wake up at 5 a.m., so I usually catch it while I work the next day. Anyways, what a game. Woo! Just want to start off and say the best player of the game had to be, on defense, Max Crosby.
Hey.
But I'm going to give a special shout-out to Kenyon Drake.
There we go.
Man, he hasn't really been there all year. He showed up. If he keeps playing like that, he's going to earn that big contract.
That's right.
After that, I got to say my trash can player has got to be Alex Leatherwood. Too many penalties, bro. You got to rein that in. Anyways, calling you guys from the 831. Yes, Bobby Wasabi. I'm that guy that is always driving past you while you're walking your dog, shouting out Bobby Wasabi. I hope that doesn't weird you out. Anyways, love the Pillaging Podcast. Love you guys. Later.
Peace
Go
out.
Raiders.
Plunder Cat,
Go
man.
Raiders.
Hell yeah, Plunder Cat.
Keep it coming. Hey, first time caller. Also got to give a shout out to Blake McMahon, who left us a comment 6 days ago. He said, "First time watching your show. Y'all did your thing, man. Subscribed. Hey, hopefully you're listening again, Blake. Shout out to you.
Hell yeah.
And Plunder Cat. One more point. Yeah, one more point.
And I just got to point out that even though I'm not in the chat, even when I listen to the podcast the next day, I go back into YouTube and I hit that thumbs up button.
There you go.
Anyways, love you guys
My
podcast.
guy.
Thanks. Go Raiders.
I love that.
Go
That's my
Raiders.
guy right there. That's what we're, we don't put a whole lot of pressure on y'all to do that kind of thing. There's a lot of motherfuckers out there that beg and plead and talk about not moving forward and shit with the show if you don't do it. But we don't do that. We don't do that.
69 likes right now and 1 thumbs down, which is hardcore will lead you to believe that's Mark Davis trying to get us canceled because he can't afford to pay us. And you know what? Hardcore, you're right. He can't afford to pay us.
He can't. He can't. No, Mark Davis will not pay us. He will not pay us. That's for fucking sure.
Yeah.
Nobody else in the parking lot wanted to pay us either, bro. Nope. Those fucking goons that came and tried to shut us down. Fuck those guys.
Yeah.
And Politicat, next time you see Bobby on the side of the road, throw a little barbershop comb out at him.
Oh, those fucking sausage.
Yeah.
Bobby boy, bro.
Let him know.
He loves those things, bro.
He does.
I'm just saying. He loves them fucking bacons and little sausages, bro. He's all about them. But then don't give them to him right before a fucking Sunday show, because then Kenny's got to eat that. Eat the residue, bro.
Raider Critique said YouTube may be sending me your notifications. YouTube's been tripping lately. I don't know if that's directed to me or somebody else on the chat, but I will say that YouTube notifications are faulty. So regardless of who that's directed at, that can be faulty.
It's true.
Last call of the night. This came in at 6:42 p.m. This is from Pillaging Pete.
Kenny J. Kane, Brother Wasabi. What's up, Pillagers? This is Pete. Let's get this shit out of the way with recent just horrible whatever shit going on. I don't want to comment too much on it. Got 2 statements to make. One is, goddamn, Mike Mayock, Derek Carr, stand up guys. Stood in the face of fire, didn't back down, real stand up guys. Fucking shouts out to them. You may think what you want of them, but they got us through this shit this week. Number 2, I feel mad sorry for you guys because holy shit, you're going to have a lot of calls about fucking head coaches this year.
It's true. It's true.
This is fucking horrible. It's going to be, that's how the calls are going to be this year. Oh, man, but it's going to be some good shit. I can't wait to listen in. Either way, this game was needed, and it's what it was supposed to be. We're supposed to whoop the donkey's ass. Fuck them.
Right.
Fuck Mile High Stadium. Fuck that horse-tooth motherfucker, John Elway. Fuck everything.
He's not even
about
there
it.
anymore.
Fuck that Kaizen Vic Fangio
Still
thinking
fuck
he
him.
fucking call plays. Like, oh, well. I just listened to way too much sports radio this week. They're like, well, Vic Fangio thinks that he's got the Raiders figured out, blah, blah, blah. No, the fuck you
Fucking
don't.
Vic Fangio.
No, you don't. No, you don't.
full
You
of
never
shit.
will. Just
Oh, fuck Mike Shanahan, dude, with his Norman Bates looking head ass, bro, out there today, bro. Looking like a cross between Norman Bates and Mike Pence, bro. Fuck that dude, bro. Mother. Son of a bitch.
Fuck you, Mike. Fuck you.
Wait, let me see your emails, dog.
Yeah, let me see your emails, dog. For real. For
Jacobs
real.
has made a lot of his career out of fucking you in the ass. Shouts out Josh Jacobs. Wasn't the best day today. Man, our O-line showed up too, and that was fucking awesome. And for anybody this last season who had any criticism of the Kenyon Drake signing, this is why we fucking signed him. We needed another running back. I've been screaming that shit for the last 2 years. Get Josh Jacobs some fucking help. Come on. By the way, Max Crosby, he can do no wrong. He's a fucking god. Trayvon Moehrig, I mean, the best second-round pick we've ever had, and we want to get into draft stuff like I always do. I think Nate Hobbs, this was a hot take I said on the fucking text line with Bobby Wasabi and Raider Roo. I think Nate Hobbs might be the best when you talk about overall value and hidden gem. Nate Hobbs is the best draft pick Mike Mayock ever made. Ever.
There you go. There you
Ever,
go.
dude. Like, the guy's a fucking animal. Our defense is showing up. Everything's good. I don't know, man. Just I hate to overreact and look. I want to stay calm, but no, we're going undefeated for the rest of the year. I want the goddamn. I'm still sky high. Love y'all. Take it easy. I mean, shit. I'm cracking me another cello. This was a fucking great win. We needed this. Everybody needed this. Later, y'all. Can't wait to see you on 7:15 tonight.
Salud, brother.
Peace, Pete.
Salud.
Yeah, I'm glad Mike showed up to watch his team get fucking worked.
Yep.
Waxed, bro.
Yep.
They got waxed harder than his forehead. Would you, bro? Why is he why does he look like a piece of wet beef jerky, bro? Yeah, those teeth were shining, bro.
Oh,
This
man.
fool, his teeth, bro. He looked like he had a mouth guard in, bro.
That's why I went like this.
Fucking piece of shit.
Like a fucking 50s fucking puppet, bro. Just,
The Limp Dick Award goes to his teeth, bro.
Yeah, man.
Oh, man.
I wanted to give a special shout out to Nate Hobbs, man.
Shout out.
You the real MVP.
That's right.
I don't know if he's my MVP, but he played his ass off today, man.
Hey, Hobbs and
Face on?
Face on? Is that what we're calling it?
Face on,
That's
yeah.
how we're pronouncing it?
Face off,
Face on.
bro.
Face on, face off, bro. Nicolas Cage and fucking.
We call him Nick Cage, bro.
Yeah.
And Perryman.
That's right.
Perryman,
Hey, Perryman always plays his ass off. Honestly, since we've had Perryman on this team, he could be the fucking MVP every single week.
Yeah.
Just
Him
look,
and Renfro.
just go back and look at the stats, bro. Look at how many tackles he has per game. That motherfucker's usually in the 10s, 11, 12 tackles, maybe solo tackles. He always has a shit ton of fucking assists to tackle. Dude's everywhere. He's always involved.
He's all over the field.
In the plays, man. So that's I like I said, we've been waiting for a motherfucker like this to play middle linebacker for us. Thank God.
Linebacker like you.
Yeah. Hit him, Juice. Hit him, Juice.
Yeah. Everybody sings on this show.
We've been waiting for this, man. It's contagious.
I love when
Singing is contagious.
You are.
I love it when a running back hits the edge with some momentum and then locks up with Perryman and it's just like crack, stop.
Yes.
Stops in the tracks.
But
bro.
you know what's
momentum stops right there.
You know
Boom.
what's beautiful about Perryman's tackles is Kane mentioned it earlier. He's our young Burfict or whatever, right? But Burfict would have hit those motherfuckers helmet first.
Helmet to helmet.
Helmet to helmet, right?
Yeah.
And hey, Burfict, you're old school. But Perryman, every single time, bro, that heads to the side and all you hear is slap. He's hitting those motherfuckers in the shoulder, hitting them with the shoulder. And those motherfuckers go down, bro.
He has evolved.
They go
he's
down.
evolved.
I'm going down.
Cause you ain't around. Hey, Mary J. Blige, bro.
Hey, bro.
Super Bowl halftime.
Mary,
There we go.
Mary J. Perryman, bro.
Go, Mary J. Perry.
Yeah.
She's a real MVP.
Hey, I'm glad you brought that up. How is it that Dr. Dre beat the shit out of D. Barnes and he's playing the Super Bowl halftime show?
And all the stuff Snoop said and all the stuff all these people. Yeah.
Hey, Eminem rapping about killing his baby mama, bro.
Yeah.
Hey,
I'm big fans of these guys, by the way.
For sure.
That being said, that being said, don't you go fucking up the halftime show, Kenny, okay? This is about to be the dopest fucking halftime show we've ever
In our
had,
lifetime.
son.
In our
Ever.
lifetime.
Yeah.
Okay, let it stand, son. Okay, let it stand.
That's it. We'll see. Prince had a pretty good halftime.
I mean,
Prince was
yeah,
cool.
yeah.
This
But
is cool.
in terms of hip hop heads, bro,
Yeah. Right.
this is the kind of fucking halftime show we've been waiting for.
Of
I
our
love
era.
Prince, bro.
Of our era.
Yeah,
True that.
You know
of course.
what I mean? Of our
I mean,
era.
Michael Jackson, Prince, obviously, that goes without saying.
Yeah.
Those motherfuckers killed it. Michael Jackson appearing all over the fucking top of the stadiums. Remember that shit?
Yeah, dude.
Pew,
Yes,
pew,
yes.
pew.
Shit was
It's
wild, bro.
mystical bullshit.
It was a bunch of stunt doubles is what it was, but it was still
Well,
cool.
yeah, that goes without saying.
They all had the
Badass.
seat cushions. And
Hey,
Magical nonetheless.
Hey, one of them fools was Corey Feldman, and you know it, bro. You know it, bro.
One of those was fucking Romero, bro. Fucking hey,
Shit.
shit, son.
What a show. It was an emotional roller coaster.
It was an emotional roller coaster. What's new though?
Yeah.
That's how we do.
Yeah.
This is how we do.
King probably pissed off.
This is how we do it. Hey, where's Montel Jordan?
Kane's probably drafting his list of top 10 replacement head coaches right now.
He better draft a whole new set of fucking fantasy players because I just whooped his ass this week.
Oh, shit.
Shit.
That was so necessary.
Shit.
But very necessary.
It's your fault. It's your fault.
I got to pick a Blue Chew Soft Player of the Week.
Oh,
Limp
do it.
Dick Award.
Do it.
Yeah.
Do it.
It's hard because I
Reggie
felt like
Nelson.
It's not hard, actually.
it's not hard. Very
Stays
good.
on it.
But it is difficult because I felt like everyone gave max effort this week.
This is true.
Yeah.
But I got to give it to Alec Ingold for dropping a third down pass right there.
You know what?
Okay.
He also had a missed block. And we don't see too many of those.
So-
But I noticed one today, and I was like, God damn it, Alex. That's one of the reasons why we love you so much,
Yeah.
man.
But
So-
hey, no hard feelings.
I feel you.
You know,
I feel you.
you want to get in on this conversation before we get out of here? You got an MVP or
MVP? I will say, I'd say Greg Olsen because the spotlight was on him. I say Derek Carr. I said Derek Carr because really all eyes were on him.
Yeah.
What's going to happen now? And I think he showed up. Also, the offensive line. So they showed up.
They did.
They showed up. So those are the MVP. I mean, I guess it's pretty broad.
Yeah.
MVP for all those people.
Yeah, the offense in general.
Offense in general. Yeah, just because that was the question. They were in doubt. Without Gruden, can they still function? And they showed that they could.
Yeah. 10 different receivers on the offense. Yeah, for sure. For sure. It
they
starts
could.
with Greg Olsen, like you said.
Yeah, Greg Olsen, then Carr, the line. Yeah, and everybody else showing up.
Who's your erectile challenged player of the week?
Limp Dick Award goes to John Gruden's emails for putting us in the shit to begin with.
Damn.
I can't pick a player. I think
I think that was it.
I think I think Chase said it. Everybody showed up. Everybody showed up. Everybody tried. Nobody rolled over. Everybody was working. So yeah, just his emails for putting things in doubt, for putting us in doubt this week.
Yeah. That's a good call. I like that. That's a good place to end this too. Full circle. Raider Nation, man, winning cures all. So it was a wild, hectic week, but we end it with a W in Denver. That's good medicine right there.
Cures all ails.
Yep. And the team's already back in Vegas right now. Short flight. We're getting ready for them Philadelphia Eagles. So let's see what they got on Sunday. Let's keep this momentum rolling against a team that is so thirsty right now. But one message is clear that we've sent out to the Eagles and Eagles fans is this squad is not broken and it's back to business. So I hope you guys are ready because this team, they're ready.
For sure.
That's right. You know what I'm saying? But that's it for this week's show.
Indeed.
Tune in every week wherever podcasts are found. And until next week, keep the wind in your sails and the rum in your mug and pillage on, Raider Nation. This has been a production of the Crow's Nest Podcast Network. I'm Kenny Stapler, joined as always by
Your boy Chet.
And this week,
Boy Juice.
we out here.
Yeah.
Ray.